Welcome to Edgefield County, where tonight we are smack dab in the middle of Trenton, Johnston, and Edgefield at Strom Thrumond High School for tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Tonight, Strom Thrumond plays host to Midland Valley, the Rebels against the Mustangs. We look forward to a really good game. Welcome to the pregame show. I'm Ed Jarretto, along with the coach, Ken Brace, and Aiken Standard Sports Editor, Noah Fight. With us here tonight to talk a little bit about tonight's game as well as some of the games going on in the area. And Coach, welcome back. I hope you got a lot of stats from us from your trip.
Well, all I can tell you is that my team won down there in South Florida. Maryland was successful, and their move to the Big Ten doesn't look quite as bad as I thought it might.
All right. Well, we saw Strom Thrumond a couple of weeks ago, and we filled you in on what happened last week, and we expect to see another strong Strom Thrumond team.
Well, Strom Thurmond's one of the elite teams in South Carolina in the 2A division. There's no question about that. And I'm captivated here by this stadium. They keep improving it. It's better now than it was last year when we were here. Beautiful setting, beautiful football program, and I think they'll be very happy tonight because I believe Chad Gilchrist is going to suit up and play again tonight, and that is a good thing to have on your side. And that's one of my question marks. And I hope he's 100%, and I hope we can see him at his best.
Yeah, they didn't need him last week. Strom Thrumond sort of ran roughshod over Silver Bluff. At the same time, Midland Valley was having their way with a 28-14 win over South Aiken. And Noah, we've talked about the three-car garage, but they've also got a quarterback, in all seriousness, Daniel Carr, who's maybe the best, and Trip Breeze aside. Daniel's a good quarterback.
Oh, he's outstanding, and it's funny going over the stats from the first few games this season and kind of coming away with the impression, he's been limited a little bit as far as the yardage totals. He's passed for a decent amount, about a little shy of 200, run for a decent amount, about the same, shy of 200. But in 2 games, he's accounted for 6 touchdowns, be it passing or running. And that's not limited at all, and that's the type of threat he is. Even when you think he's been held under wraps, he's capable of breaking out loose for a big play at any moment.
Yeah. Good football players, good weapons to deal with. So anyway, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some of the teams in action around the area as you watch Gold's Gym Game of the Week pregame. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family-owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile.
I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
Don't forget to pick up a copy of the Aiken Standard tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, and check on all the area teams' results from Friday night. Then on Sunday, you want to get an Aiken Standard. Game balls will be presented to the area's top players. On Monday, the Aiken Standard Power Rankings come out, and that's voted on by some very distinguished people. And on Tuesday, the Wave Aiken Standard Player of the Week is named, and you're going to want to get that too. And congratulations to last week's Wave Aiken Standard Player of the Week, which was Dre Carr, who is in action here tonight. Running back had a big week.
Absolutely, had a huge game. We talked a little bit about Daniel before, but really, I think South Aiken made a concerted effort to stop Daniel, and that allowed Dre to have a big game. 27 carries, 195 yards, including a 41-yard touchdown, and he probably would have gone over 200 if he hadn't cramped up later in the fourth quarter as they were putting that win away.
And it sounds like you have to stop more than one car when you're playing against
absolutely
the Mustangs here.
And that's Chris Boyer from Wave presenting the Wave Player, Aiken Standard Player of the Week jacket to him. And Chris, I went by and saw Chris earlier in the week, and he couldn't stop talking about what a nice kid Dre Carr is and how polite he was. And yes, sir, yes, sir. He really was impressed with him. Also, we want to congratulate our Center for Dentistry MVP for the game last week, which was Tyree Stidham. So we'll see him today. Did I say it right?
You did. Got it.
I have to work on that name. He helped Strom Thurmond beat Silver Bluff last week. Big, 42-6. Had a big game. And who knows, he might win it for a third time tonight. So you want to stay tuned for the end of the game and find out who the Center for Dentistry MVP is. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's take a look around the area and see who's in action. And this week we've got quite a few games as some of the people are going outside. We'll start with North Augusta. They're going outside, or outside's coming in as Burke County comes into North Augusta.
They are, and it's a renewal of a pretty good rivalry from the 90s when the two teams played 4 years in a row and they actually split, and that's back when they were both very powerful. They're still two very good teams right now. Burke County's coming off of a loss, but it was to one of the best teams in the state of Georgia, Griffin. And North Augusta's coming off their bye and looking to they've won their first two games, but they're looking to tighten up that performance a little bit. And they're going to have their hands full tonight. Burke County can run the ball real well, and they're going to test North Augusta as far as the speed especially on the perimeter.
Yeah, you were saying in your research that you thought Burke County would give North Augusta all they want.
I think they'll have their hands full tonight. I really do. I think one of the advantages they have, they're playing at North Augusta, and that is a terrific place for a home field advantage. So that, I think, will help. But Burke County, as you said, they played the number 3 ranked team, I believe, in Georgia, and the defending state champion. So the fact that they lost in a really hard-fought ball game means they're a pretty good football team.
South Aiken will play host to another Augusta team, Glen Hills, and I think Glen Hills hasn't won a game in like 5 years or something to that effect. It's been a long time. This is a game, a must-win for South Aiken.
Absolutely. It's both teams are winless. Glen Hills, as you mentioned, has been mired in a bigger slump. They haven't been competitive in their games, versus South Aiken has been right there pretty much to the fourth quarter of both contests, the one we saw against Aiken. I think the key for them tonight is a good start. They can come out, they can go down the field, they can take an early lead. I think that'll really give them control of the ball game. And like you said, this is one that they need to win this one to build confidence, reward the kids, and move forward.
And they should win this game tonight. One of the things that we talked about South Aiken coming into this season, the beginning of their schedule was a little less strenuous than it has been the last couple years. And this is one game. They're the favorites. They should win the ball game. And I think everybody here wants to see them win that ball game so the kids at South Aiken can get a taste of victory and then have a better season.
All right, Aiken is making the travels up to Columbia to play one of the old city teams. Dreer been around for a long, long time. I can remember them from high school myself, of being a bigger school. Now they're a smaller school, I think. I think they're 3A.
They are.
And Aiken Well, they'll have their hands full with Dreer.
They will. Dreer got off to a good start. They actually they thumped Fox Creek pretty good in their first game, and then it was surprising, a little bit of a surprising loss to an airport team that Midland Valley. We're going to see them play a little bit later in the season. Aiken as well. The big key tonight is the health of Aiken. Their star running back, Brayton Sanders, he tweaked an ankle as well, might not be available tonight, at best limited. So if he's not able to go, that really cuts into what Aiken can do, and I think that might give a solid Dreer team the upper hand.
Yeah, and I was really impressed by Sanders. We saw him twice early in the season. Bryson Jones done a nice job at quarterback, but he needs that running back behind there. Not only is he a good running back, but he is a spark plug. I mean, he's got a motor that never stops, so I think they'll miss him if he can't play.
All right, Fox Creek going to travel across the county to Wagner Sally.
Big game for both teams, both trying to make a statement about who is going to be a stronger team in Class A. Wagner, we've talked about, very young. I think there's a lot of talent there, but they're still learning. Whereas Fox Creek, they have a little bit better mix of some more established players. I think that might give them the edge tonight, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Wagner come out with a win either.
Yeah, and Fox Creek has taken it on the chin a couple times early in the season, and that can have a negative effect on you. Both teams down a little bit from where they were last year for sure. Now they need to make a statement.
And another game, Denmark-Olar travels across the county line back into Barnwell and is going to travel to Williston-Elko.
Denmark is a team that struggled a little bit. Williston, we've talked about, they've been playing every week so far. Still trying to find their offense, but they've been just tremendous on defense. That should be more than enough tonight.
0-3 team coming in to play Williston. Williston should walk away with the win.
All right, and the last game, Rich Spring Minetta at Blackville Hilda.
Big game again for Rich Spring to show that they are a legit power in Class A. Blackville has been up and down. They're more of a down team, so I'd like the Trojans, if they have their full complement of players, to get a win.
Okay, and I'd like to see Preston, my quarterback, do well again. I keep talking about the Preston team, and I think they'll do that tonight.
All right, we're going to take a break. After looking at all these teams, we'll come back and talk a little bit more extensively about the teams that are in action here tonight on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week here at Strom Thurmond High. We'll be right back.
Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Sarah found me on the bathroom floor unconscious. I had a total blockage heart attack and an anoxic brain injury. Aiken Regional treated me with love and compassion and treated my family the same way. Thanks to them, we're living an awfully good life.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902.
Most people think the Y is a gym, but to me, it's so much more. When I needed help, the Y gave my kids a scholarship to a safe place where they could grow, learn, and have fun. And when I was struggling with all kinds of health issues, they gave me the guidance and motivation to get well. The Y helps families create a better future and become so much more. So give, join, or volunteer at the Y.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing. So when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Welcome back for tonight's Gold Gems Game of the Week here at Strom Thurmond High School. As we take a swing possibly through the parking lot and remind you that the ultimate tailgate location in Aiken is Unique Expressions. They're our ultimate tailgate sponsor. And whether it's high school football, college football, professional football, if you're going tailgating, that's the place to go to get all the greatest gear for all your favorite teams. Doesn't matter who you pull for. They've got it in the Mitchell Shopping Center on Whiskey Road. Okay, guys, we've got a good game tonight. Strom Thurmond playing host to Midland Valley. And I think you do, before we talk about that, you got an update on Aiken's running back.
I do. I just heard that Brayton Sanders, the fine Aiken running back, has not dressed out tonight, so wouldn't expect that he's going to play, which, like we talked about, could definitely change the outcome of that game.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we wish him well, speedy recovery, and get back next week. And hopefully Aiken can just take care of business up in Columbia without him. Sort of like what Strom Thurmond did last week. Chad Gilchrist last year, we were so impressed with him. He's a big, tall runner, big running back. And he sprains his ankle. They didn't need him last week. That may have been from a preponderance of caution that they kept him out. And as it turns out, he's got a week under his belt and he's ready to go.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And to be honest with you, I have a lot of questions about this Strom Thurmond team and the Midland Valley also tonight. We're coming into the middle of the season. They should be getting into mid-season form, and there are some questions out there about both these teams. But let me address Strom Thurmond. Offensively, I think they're very, very good. Stidham has rolled right in there as the starting quarterback, throws the ball well. He's also a threat as a runner, and he runs the offense very well. Looks like a polished quarterback already, only into the third game of the season. Okay, Gilchrist should be a man among boys. Okay, and when we saw him last year, that's how I felt about him. First game this year when we saw him, he did not get as much yardage, and I would equate that to the offensive line. So hopefully he'll do well. They've got some backup runners. The big question for me, how's their defense and can they handle the cars?
Okay, well, let's pause for a second and listen to our national anthem.
Were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red alert, the birds did in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem is sung by a young lady who we don't have her name. We'll have to look that up. I think she's done it once or twice before. That was excellent. All right. Noah, we're talking about Strom Thurmond a little bit. Mm-hmm. Defensively, it starts with their linebackers, I think.
It does, and that's kind of always been the key to Strom Thurmond's success since we've been coming here the past few years is flying to the ball, being aggressive, making reads on the run or the pass. And this year's group, a lot of them played last year when they were kind of thrown to the fire as younger and experienced guys. Now they have that under their belt, and it's a solid core. But they'll have their hands full tonight from talking to Coach Hillary earlier this week. The main focus they have is trying to limit that elusive quarterback in Daniel Carr. That he said that a player Carr's ability, you're not going to be able to stop him. It's a matter of limiting the damage that he does and then coming back the next play, not having a little bit of a hangover after it, and being able to stay positive and stop him again. And actually, it's funny, talking with the former coach, Coach Sawyer, earlier this week as well, he mentioned that he thought the former Strom Thurmond great quarterback Coco Hillary, Coach Antoine Hillary's younger brother, who's an assistant on staff, he should run the scout team this week to try to prepare them for what they're going to face.
That'd been an interesting way of doing it.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, well, Coach and I talking about before the game, we remember we did a Midland Valley game, and Daniel Carr, first time we'd ever saw him, he threw the ball 60 yards in the air as a freshman. We went, holy cow, this kid's going to be good, and he's proven to do that.
Well, you know, Coach Knight and this group of kids has gone through a lot over the last few years. We saw them start off as freshmen and sophomores. They took their lumps. They've gotten better each year, and a lot of people thought this was going to be their breakout year, and I'm one of those. I think offensively they are exciting. Cameron Brown really lights it up, I think. That's a nice target. So I'm really anxious to see them in their offense and see whether Strom Thurmond can stop.
Absolutely. And again, defensively, the X-Man. That's always been the guy that we've called in the past. And it's like, is he still on the team, Xavier Leopard?
Yes, and he's a guy I think we alluded to it a little bit earlier. Midland Valley is kind of banged up, and it's going to be a challenge of depth, especially on the defensive side of the ball, which is going to make the challenge of trying to rein in Strom Thurmond that much tougher. But when you have a guy like that there, so polished, so smart, and so athletic that he can go from sideline to sideline as well as anyone in the area, and then just has a nose for knowing where the play is going to be and being there on time to make it, that's going to help tremendously.
And, you know, with the defense that they're running this year, he's free to roam a little bit. I know he lines up in the middle, but they'll come off the corners with their other linebackers and their offensive or defensive front, I should say, and he gets to run, and that's a good thing for a middle linebacker. He can do the job.
I think it's fair to say we've got some really good skill players on both teams with some excellent defensive players that can stop. So I think we're looking forward to a good game tonight, don't you?
Absolutely. I think the tendency is to look for a lot of points here, but with two teams that are very good, have a lot of talent, and have a lot to play for, I think anything is possible.
And I do think we're going to run the scoreboard up a little bit tonight. I think both teams will score some points tonight, and that won't be a knock on the defense, but it will be a tribute to the offensive power that they have.
Yeah, we've had some games here at Strom Thurmond that we saw points scored into the 60s, and always remember that game with the team from up north, from Maryland.
ECA.
Eastern Collegiate.
It was in both teams in the 40s, shootout to the end. So who knows? It'll turn into a defensive struggle now that we've said that. All right, well, we're ready to go down to the field. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the CMI kickoff here on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week from Strom Thurmond High School.
Pruitt Health is here to help. For more than 4 decades, Pruitt Health has partnered with healthcare professionals to deliver exceptional care to families across the Southeast. Since the beginning, our focus has always been on quality programs, quality services, and quality people. Looking forward to the future, we've developed an innovative model of care to provide comprehensive, streamlined solutions. Get well for life with Pruitt Health.
Unique Expressions in the Mitchell Shopping Center is a treasure chest of gifts for all occasions. The Collegiate Collection is second to none. South Carolina, Clemson, Georgia, ACC or SEC. Support your favorite school. From clothing to mailboxes to tailgating items, Unique Expressions has them all. Handbags by Spartina and the Vera Bradley Collection, and a U.S. Post Office on site for your mailing convenience. Stop in today at Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and More has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and More is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
One evening we were sitting around the table, my 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great, until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Lines are out, the stands packed tight, and the cheerleaders shout. The marching band blast out fight songs to sing. Yellow jackets and green hornets, let me hear you scream. T-Breds and Mustangs, rebels run the zone. Blue devils and bulldogs, we must protect this home. Foxes and Trojans and eagles showing pride. All the lights are on and we cannot be denied that Friday is the night we all become freaks, rocking with the high school game of the week.
Live from Strom Thurmond High School, the Rebels play host to the Mustangs from Midland Valley High School in tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week. A game that we've been looking forward to. This is one of our favorite places to come, one of the nicest stadiums that we'll have, if not the nicest. And now that we're on the visitor side with the air conditioning, it is absolutely gone to the top of my list.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It looks like a small college to me. I tell you, it's great. The field is terrific. The stands are terrific. The home stands are filling up very quickly, and it looks like the Mustangs are going to bring a crowd. Not everybody's in their seats yet, but that should fill up on the other side also.
Absolutely, and we expect to have a really good game. Two teams with a lot of power on their offensive side, with good quarterbacks, good running backs, and good wide receivers. All right, the captains have already had their toss. Who are our captains for tonight's game?
All right, for the visiting Midland Valley Mustangs, split end, A.J. Mealing, number 15. Okay, number 23, Adrian Bembry, a cornerback. Okay. We also had number 83, Morgan Randall, a defensive end, and number 88, Chad Morris, inside linebacker. And the Mustangs did win the toss, and they elected to receive. The captains in tonight's game for Strom Thurmond, the home standing Rebels. Captain is Deion Chin, number 5, a running back. All right. Also, we had number 31, outside linebacker, Tay Merriweather, and we had Jonte Nathaniel, a captain defensive lineman, and also Jackson Ammons, a captain offensive lineman, number 71.
All right, Chad Gilchrist is dressed out, got his pads on this week. Jersey looks a lot bigger and better when he has those pads on. He'll be ready to go for Strom Thurmond, the outstanding running back for the Rebels. As Kenny said, Strom Thurmond will be kicking to Midland Valley. Midland Valley will be defending the north goal here tonight.
And we've been impressed early in the season by Cole Fell, the young man that's going to kick off for Strom Thurmond. He has the ability to put it in the end zone.
We were looking at Cole before the game of how thin his legs are. He's got some skinny legs, but he's a really good kicker. You would think a kicker would have great big legs.
I think all these kids are soccer players, and they're long and lean.
All right, we're about set to go here for the CMI kickoff. CMI Hometown Doctors helping teams play again. And we're getting
to get the band off
straight. The band has to get settled. And who do we have deep to receive for? This looks like number 25, Coleman. Q-Trez Coleman, I believe, is. Well, that's Strom Thurmond. I've already made my first.
It's Leapart.
Screw on.
Looks like.
That's right. Leapart.
Yeah.
Leapart will return kicks. He's the linebacker on defense who's outstanding, but he also returns kicks.
That's unusual. You don't see that all that often, to have the deep receiver be the linebacker.
But they've done that in the past. All right, here's the kick straight down the field, and Leapart will get a chance from the 1-yard line. Brings it up past the 15, heads to the 20, and he's hit hard. He'll make it to the 22-yard line, where it'll be a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
And that opening tackle is indicative of what you normally see with Strom Thurmond. There were 6-7 guys around the ball carrier.
1st and 10 at 19.
They come straight to the ball and line up. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. Daniel Carr, the quarterback. He's number 1, a junior. His cousin Dre right behind him. Turns around, fakes the handoff, gonna look downfield. Scrambles around, throws a pass, falls incomplete. He was looking for number 15. That's A.J. Mealing. Threw a little high. If you're wondering, Cameron Brown was a little deeper over the middle.
nice play action, but then you had great pressure from the outside linebacker from Strom Thrumond. Carr was able to elude that and at least get the pass off and saved himself a 10-yard loss.
Two split wide to the left, two to the right. Drops back, looks to his left. Pass complete, and this time he does find number 15, A.J. Milling. He'll be close to a first down. He's over the 30-yard line, maybe just short. They're going to mark him just short. Needs to get all the ball to the 31-yard line, so it'll bring up third down and a half yard. Interesting that they've come out throwing the ball here early. A lot of running last week for Dre Carr.
I really believe they have the ability to do both. I think they're a very good offensive team.
Daniel Carr with a very, very strong arm. This time puts Carr to his left, brings a man in motion, hands off, keeps it himself. He's hit hard. I don't believe he made it to the 31. Let's see where they mark him. He needed to get the ball, the nose of the ball, to the 31.
Nathaniel, number 36 on the stop.
They're going to mark him just short, so that's going to bring up fourth down and a half yard. The team lines up and looks to the sidelines. And this is a big call if Midland Valley goes for it here on fourth down.
And some of the kids are motioning they want to go for it. I'm not so sure here this early in the ball game. Yeah, here comes the punting team.
And Coach Knight says, yeah, no, not really.
And you know, Ed, we've talked about this many times over the last couple of years, but when you got third and short like that, a lot of people still line up in their shotgun or pistol formation where they're 5, 6, 7 yards back in the backfield.
Yeah,
if it was my preference, I'd like to see them under the center myself, but hey, but that's their offense.
So a punt is the order. Nice high spiraling kick. Fielded, no fair catch. Almost gets away at the 36, gets to the 37, falls forward. Punting was Jaquan McCorkle. So Strom Thurmond will get their first shot. Midland Valley goes 3 and out. Strom Thurmond now will start at the 30. They gave him the 38-yard line. Chandler Law Firm first down for Midland Valley. Split backfield. Gilchrist to the right of Stidham. Hands off to Gilchrist, comes over the middle. Picks up a couple of yards to the 40-yard line. They'll say he just passed the 40. We'll give him 2. Make it second down and 8. And we saw him against Aiken High, and Aiken High did a good job of containing Gilchrist.
Yes, they did. Both teams, Midland Valley's also in a 3-3 or 3-5. Some teams call it 3-3, 3-5. They got people that are going to be stunting, coming from different places. It's a penetrating type defense.
And it's interesting that time they go with Deion Chin in the backfield. They had Gilchrist up in the slot, acting like a fullback type of running back. And this is much more of a wing tee type formation, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, it is.
And this goes to the jet sweep. And they get outside and they pick up the first down as they cross the 50-yard line. They needed 3. They got 5, and they crossed the 50 into Mustang territory. First and 10, Chandler Law Firm first down for the Rebels. Gives the false count. Looks to the sidelines. 3 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Same formation that we saw most of last week. Rolls to his right this time. Stidham hits his man on a short pass. Caught, turns it upfield, and I think that's the first sighting of Ryan tonight. We saw DeAndre Ryan make some big catches last week along with his side partner Tyrese Nick.
Nice tackle that time by number 9, Ben Padgett, outside linebacker.
Picked up 4, 4.5, second down, 6. Hands it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist breaks through the line. He's going to pick up positive yardage. He'll pick up 2 yards. It's going to bring up third down and 4. Ball's at the 43-yard line. They bring Ryan in motion. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, follows his backs up the middle to Stidham, and Stidham's going to pick up the first down. And when you see that formation, that's what I would expect to see.
And as we said in the pregame show, he is a running threat also.
First down, Rebels.
First game of the year when we saw him, I thought he was a little bit tentative, but it looks like he has taken to this job at quarterback.
Chandler Law Firm first down, 32-yard line. Handoff to Chin. Chin gets outside. He's going to pick up 4. Bring up second down and 6.
Deion Chin with the carry.
Padgett and Wade in on the tackle, and that's one of the things we have to see. Midland Valley, we know they can play offense. Want to see how well their defense is. We've talked about that prior to the game. Good pursuit that time.
Gilchrist lines up next to Stidham. This time 3 split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Change places. Gilchrist on the right. Now throwing over the middle, hit him in the shoulder pad, skips away, incomplete. Third down and 6 coming up.
And he had the man on a slant right across the middle, and if that had been complete, been a huge gain, may have been a TD.
Padgett Sumner, we've seen him make that catch. He'll head to the sideline. Now, pistol formation, he's got Gilchrist in front of him. Gonna roll that way. Now he's under pressure, gets away, does a good stiff arm, now throws it out of bounds. That's a wise decision by Stidham. Did a good job getting away from pressure and not taking the sack, and then threw it away.
That was the X-Man, Xavier Liepart, in there to put pressure on. Stidham bounced away from him once, but really had nowhere to go with the football.
It was interesting after the play, the two of them slapped hands.
Yep.
He said, good move, I'll get you next time. All right, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 on either side. Now the man in motion is Chin. That's a screen pass, throws it too high. Goes over Gilchrist's head, hit a Midland Valley player in the foot. Number 9, Ben Padgett out there.
Padgett's been all over the field so far, Ed.
So what do you do here, Coach? Field goal or punt?
No, that was 4th. They turned the ball over.
No, that was 4th down. So Midland Valley takes over on downs. So a big stand by Midland Valley. Rather than bring their excellent kicker, Cole Feld, out, I guess they thought it was a little far for him.
That would have been a little tough.
So Chandler Law Firm, first down. Rolls to his right. Throws over the middle. Cameron Brown had it and dropped it. Our first sighting of Cameron Brown tonight, having the ball thrown to him. He's a good-looking wide receiver.
He sure is. And there's quite a difference, even from up here in the press box, quite a difference in height between Cameron and most of those defensive backs back there. He's got an advantage.
I think he's a pretty good basketball player too, but he's an excellent wide receiver. He's been a little slow getting started this season. We'll see how he goes tonight. Looking downfield, looking for Brown again. He's got Brown out there by himself. He's got it this time. Turned around. If he leads him, he might go the distance. But a nice catch by Brown into Rebel territory to the 35.
And once again, Daniel Carr is buying time for his team, gives his receivers a chance to get free, and avoids a pretty stout rush by Strom Thurmond.
So a pickup of 40. Now rolls to his left. Going to throw straight down the field and broken up. That was a little dangerous pass there. He threw it into coverage.
Yeah, he sure did. That's one of his other big targets, number 15, A.J. Mealing. It is a little surprising. Both teams coming out just throwing it all over the ballpark so far.
So far. Brings a man in motion. Across the 3, split to the right. He rolls to the right. Not sure who that was intended to. 2 receivers in the area. And I'm not sure they were sure who it was going to be intended for.
Yeah, and probably there should have been just a little more separation between those 2 receivers.
Stephon Morency was number 7, number 5, Jaquan McCorkle. Went by both. So 3rd and 10 coming up. They've got Brown split wide to the right. He's got single coverage. Going over the middle, has a man, makes a catch. He's going to break free. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Midland Valley, 35 yards. And that was number 5, McCorkle.
McCorkle. And he's already proven he's got more than 1 receiver. There's been a lot of ink on Cameron Brown over the last couple years, but McCorkle looks very good. Mealy looks very good. Mealy.
As we look at the replay, the Specs, did you see that replay? Nice catch, nice run, good footwork. Here's the point after try, kick is up. It's good. I think somebody may have tipped it, but it didn't deflect it enough. It goes through the goalpost, and our score with 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter. You've got Midland Valley up on Strom Thurmond, 7-0. We'll be right back.
Gents Formal Wear is your source for the latest styles in prom tuxedos, wedding ensembles, and accessories. We are locally owned and carry a wide selection of suits and ties in store for you to try on. Our goal is to provide you with quality, selection, and the ultimate in customer service and fit. Don't order your tuxedo from a catalog. Come out to Gents Formal Wear, where we're big enough to serve, but small enough to care. Gents Formal Wear is located on Knox Avenue in the shops of North Augusta Plaza.
7-0. Midland Valley on a 35-yard pass from Carr to McCorkle. Puts them up on top as they stopped the opening drive by Strom Thurmond and then turned around and went down the field 75 yards for the opening score here in the first quarter.
And I don't believe they ran the ball during that drive at all. They came out throwing it and just kept throwing it.
Yeah, well, they had a long pass that was 40 yards, got them to the 35, and then another long one for 35 yards. So 2 complete passes puts points on the board. And as we thought, the car show is here. And we just thought we'd see some of the other cars, and I'm sure we will before the end of the game. I was impressed. Brown had single coverage over to the right. He never even looked at him.
Yeah. Number 6, Israel Talbert, and number 7, Malik Nicholson, deep for the Rebels.
They apparently do not expect this to go too deep as they line up. Thomas McCord is the kicker. And we have whistles.
Flag on the play.
I believe that's going to be offsides against Midland Valley, so they'll kick it again.
Valley on the kickoff.
And just by the way the Strom Thurmond team lined up on the kickoff, I think the scouting report would suggest that they did not expect a deep kick, and that was not deep. It was sort of a low-line drive.
Low-line drive, hoping for a crazy bounce somewhere. The extra point looked pretty good. Looked like you can get some height on it.
Yeah. All right, McCord. Get another shot at it.
Yeah, there it is.
Kicks a little higher and a little deeper. And it's fielded at the 16, make it the 14. And looked like Ryan was going to break through a gap. He's hit hard. He's going to be tough to bring down. He pulls his way to the 40, where they'll mark him Chandler Law Firm first down. That was a tough run by Ryan.
It sure was. He got hit, and he gained another 5 yards with 4 guys hanging on him.
So great field position for the Rebels as the kickoff is returned to the 40. Midland Valley got the opening kick, went 3 and out. Strom Thurmond then proceeded down to the 25-yard line where they were stopped on 4th down Midland Valley followed that with a 75-yard drive, and they lead 7-0. There's a big defensive stop on Stidman.
And that's Xavier Leapart again, number 25.
And you'll hear
played.
that number 25 called a lot from Midland Valley. He makes a lot of tackles.
I believe he's the leading tackler in the county right now.
So Stidham, no gain on the carry. 2nd down and 10. Midland Valley has 8 in the box. And they're trying to make Stidham throw the ball. He is going to throw. He's going to go down the field and overshoots his man. Good coverage. Looked like he had maybe a step on him, did Nick, Tyrese Nick, but he could not
3rd down for the Rebels.
get the ball. Here's the specs. Did you see that replay?
Rebel fans, let's get on our feet for this. Let me hear you.
So run for no gain, an incomplete pass, and we're looking at 3rd down and 10 for Strom. Straight drop back pass. Looks right, hits a man. It's up in the air. It's up for grabs, 31, which is Quay Madison for Midland Valley. Couldn't get to it, but it's 4th down and the punting unit's on. Cole Fell will run on the field this time and get his first punt of the ball game.
Pass was intended for Cook, number 3 from Strom Thurmond. Ball seemed to be well thrown, but there was decent coverage.
Hit him in the shoulder pad. I'm sure the coaches will say you got to catch that. Coaches are good for that. Leopard also returns punts. And there's a ball over the head. We saw this last week, and it turned out okay for Strom. This time he does get it away. He gets away a really good kick, and it's going to take a great Strom Thurmond hop. Midland Valley gets away from it, and it's downed at the 19-yard line. Cole Fell saves the day.
And the same thing happened last week, as you told me.
Yeah.
Okay, ball snapped way over his head, gets it recovered, and is able to make a decent kick, and it gets a good roll. Good job by Cole Fell.
And last week, same thing happened. Cole Fell kicked it, and the Strom Thurmond, the Silver Bluff player, was he was blocking. He did not pick up on the fact that he needed to get away, and the ball hit him in the back of the leg. Strom Thurmond recovered a fumble. Midland Valley, though, wise to that, walked away from it. They take over 1st and 10 at the 19. Empty backfield. Man comes in motion and hands it off. May have kept it, but he's still going to pick up some pretty good yardage. Number 3, Dre Carr. That's his first carry, I believe.
He might have had 1 in that earlier drive, but it didn't go anywhere.
He picks up 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. As he gets it out to the 25. Slant over the middle, skips away, incomplete. 3rd down and 4. Keeps looking for Mealing. He's thrown his way several times here in the early going.
And he had the single coverage last time, and also a little bit of a physical mismatch. He looked significantly taller than the defender.
Cameron Brown being covered by number 4, Kyle Hill, for the Rebels. There's some movement, and a flag does come out. Let's see who moved first. And it's going to be Midland Valley, so that'll be a 5-yard walk-off, 3rd down and 9 coming up. So looking at a much longer play here, 3rd down and 9. Carr with his cousin next to him. Looks down the field, pumps it, now he's under pressure, throws it up for grabs. Oh, he hits his man right at the 30-yard line.
And I think he got the first.
And that is close to a 1st down, and I think you're right.
Yeah, he's at the 30. That's good.
And that was a nice catch by Tracy Gattrell. Made the catch, and that is for a first down.
I don't know how he got that off. Number one, two guys hanging on him. Number two, it looked like somebody was grabbing his face mask in the backfield. It didn't get called, but the pass is complete for the first.
What a play.
Remarkable.
I thought he'd made a mistake and just thrown it up for grabs, and the only person out there was his wide receiver.
Yeah, when he did that, I figured we were going to get a yellow flag for intentional grounding. But there was a receiver there. Not only a receiver, a first down.
First down at that. 3 split wide, 4 split wide to the left. Now Carr comes in motion. Goes to his left. Hits McCorkle. McCorkle fights hard. He's going to pick up another first down as he breaks past the 40 to the 42-yard line. 11 yards, first down, Midland Valley. They're going to back him up to the 41, so they're going to say he got 10, just enough for the first down. Three split wide to the left, one to the right. Rolls to his left, squares up, throws it tipped up in the air. Mealing comes up with a big catch on the tip drill, and it comes back across down to the 39 as they cross the 40 into Rebel territory.
Sometimes when things are going your way, the ball bounces your way, and it certainly did that time.
Absolutely.
The tip drill comes out. Usually it's a defender that then gets it. Here Mealing gets it. Not only receives it, but another first down. I don't know if you could notice, but a couple of the spectators and coaches over there on the Midland Valley side, they're smiling. They're enjoying this offense.
Absolutely. 21 yards on that play. Now 3 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Dre Carr next to Daniel Carr. Now under pressure, spins away, throws it. That's actually, he threw it right in the direction of Mealing.
He sure did.
It's out of bounds. That's a great play. He was under pressure. Anything could have happened on that, but an incomplete pass was probably the best thing that could happen.
I don't know how he's getting all these passes off, to be honest with you. He is under extreme pressure. The rollouts have helped him get away from some of it, but that time there were 3 defenders inside chasing him, and he still got the pass off to save a big loss.
Brown split wide to the right. He's by himself, single coverage. Looks to his left, now goes to the short man, Carr. Dre Carr hit hard as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up a couple of yards to the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and 8.
Third down for the Mustangs.
We'll say he picked up 3, third down and 7. Timeout on the field. Strom Thrumond didn't have a man on the field. They were missing one, and they have to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout. It's a Bragg Heating Company timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
Back in Midland Valley, talking it over on the sidelines. They've got the ball, third down in 7, and they lead 7-0 over Strom Thrumond. I think this would be 4 down territory. What do you think, Coach?
I agree with you. It would be a little risky this early in the ball game, but I think they're excited about the way things are going.
All right, split 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. This is a screen pass to Carr, set up well. He breaks a tackle. He's not going to break the second one as he crossed the 35 to the 34. That got blown up. Good defense by Strom Thrumond.
And I think the initial contact was made by Montrez Coleman, and that was a terrific play. He had 2 blockers that he had to defeat. Then he made a textbook tackle.
So the game was 2 yards. If he breaks that second tackle, he's going to pick up a first down. As it is, it's 4th down and 5. Midland Valley stays on the field. Empty backfield 4 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. They brought Carr in motion out of this, but they won't bring him this time. They're going to send him downfield. Down the middle of the field they go, and it's going to fall incomplete. Midland Valley wanted a call, they're not going to get it, and over on downs. Midland Valley stopped on downs. Strom Thurmond returns the favor, getting the ball back on 4th down.
And a good stand by Strom Thurmond.
All right, let's go down to the sideline as Noah Fight has our first Holly Tractor sideline report for the evening.
Thanks, Ed. A couple of scores of note early on. As we expected, South Aiken taking care of business. They lead Glen Hills 14-0. And North Augusta finds itself playing from behind. They trail Burke County 8-0. And just so you guys know, I think I've been charting it 5 incompletions for Tyree Sidden before that run there.
Thank you, Noah. And Tyree comes out, gets 12 yards on the first play and a first down.
And there was a huge gaping hole off the left tackle side for Stidham, and he knew what to do with it.
Chin in the backfield, switches sides, goes to Stidham's left. Hands off, picks a hole, now breaks away. He's in the clear. He's across the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and run out of bounds. Inside the 20. Here comes some flags. He's going to get some extra yardage. He was run out at the 15. He kept running, and I guess Midland Valley didn't realize he's out of bounds. No need to hit him, but they did, and that'll tack on a half the distance to the goal penalty for Strom.
And certainly the biggest offensive running play we've seen all night from either team. And Chin did a nice job bouncing away from one tackler and taking it to the outside. Big run.
Play went for 39 yards, and they're going to get some extra yards here on the end of it. Walk-off will take it to the 7-yard line. Strom's in business, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. That's going to be the end of the quarter as we take a look at the replay. The Specs, did you see that replay? And he's out of bounds and boom, a little late. Guess he figured I had him. I might as well finish this.
I don't know. It's a good thing the cheerleaders got out of the way. They didn't get the megaphones out of the way, though. And
that's the end of the first quarter. The score is Midland Valley 7, Strom Thurmond nothing. Strom Thurmond knocking on the door, and we come back on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this office, this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
One quarter is in the books. The visiting Mustangs lead the Rebels 7-0. Strom Thurmond, however, 1st and goal at the 7.
You know, and I think this game's shaping up to be the one that we thought it would be. There's both teams playing very strong on offense. Defenses I've been impressed by, but they've got a lot to handle out there.
A lot of good athletes.
Yes, indeed.
Another thing, Midland Valley and the Jamboree impressed me with how big they were. That's the biggest I can remember seeing Midland Valley. We'll see if they're big enough to hold Strom Thurmond out of the end zone. Here comes Stidham. He's got room to run. Gets to the corner, and he's slung down, but in the end zone, touchdown. That was quite a little sling there at the end, but he got in, and Strom Thurmond's on the board 7-6.
and they took advantage of the formation that time and their quarterback. When those receivers released for pass, they had to be respected. Defensive backs take off back, and Stidham had lots of running room. Nice play call.
Point after try. Cole Fell, he was perfect last week. See if he can continue his streak. Spot is down, kick is up. It is good. And that ties our score at 7-7. And Strom Thurmond very quickly comes out and takes care of business.
Well, 2 big runs, and the one by Chin, very impressive. And the question I have is, where's Gilchrist? And I don't know whether he's hurt or not.
Here's the specs. Did you see that replay? We'll watch him. He gets right in there behind Chin. Great block.
That's a nice block by Chin. You bet it is.
He's in the end zone. Took a little spill. Everybody stands up. No worse the wear. So we're tied up here with only seconds gone in the second quarter. 7-7.
And Chin had a nice little drive there. Nice run for 39 yards, and then a good block to set his quarterback free into the end zone. And I believe he was blocking on Leapart. That's a good guy to take care of.
Absolutely.
Keep him out of the play if you possibly can.
Well, that's got to be the first priority. This kickoff brought to you by CMI. Hometown doctors helping teams and you play again. Cole Fell, after adding the extra point, now will kick away to the Mustangs. This is his first kickoff of the game, and he kicks it high, end over end, inside the 5 to the 4. Here comes Midland Valley. This is Lily Park. Gets out to the 26-yard line, and that's where Midland Valley will put it in play. 1st and 10. And that is interesting. Your best defensive player, linebacker, returns kicks for you. And he's staying on the field to play offense, it looks like, too.
Yeah.
No, he's heading to the side.
And you take a look at him. He's not built like, you know, when you think of linebackers, you think of big, stocky guys. He's lean. He's just a tall, nice, good-looking athlete.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of these players in high school, they got noses for the football. Yep. I think that's what we'd say about him. All right, Midland Valley has had some success moving the football. They're going to see if they can get it going again. It's time from the 26. That pass is complete. First time that we've seen number 7, Stefan Morency, catch one. We've seen him on routes. Now he's got a completion to his credit, 4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
And you know there's nothing wrong with that. 4 yards, if it was a running play and you gain 4, you're happy, okay? Why not be the same way when you throw the ball? 4 yards, it's a win.
Three to the left, 1 to the right. Running back Carr next to Daniel Carr in the backfield. Throws it out, caught. Cameron Brown this time brings it in. That's his 2nd catch of the evening. I believe he's going to have enough for the 1st down as he needed 6. I think he got 7. They're going to say he's out at the 37-yard line, and that will move the chains.
And as well as they work together, once you get Cameron Brown out there with one-on-one coverage, it's a good shot to take any time in the ball game.
Well, Hill is coming up and giving him press coverage, at least right now. He's coming up and getting right on him. There's only 3 yards. Now he backs up a little bit, gives him some room. I was going to say they're going to go deep if he keeps doing that. And they are going to go over the middle and tip drill. And that was Hill coming up. Kyle Hill, we've talked about, he's covering Cameron Brown, and he came up and broke that one up.
He made a nice break on the football. He also had some deep help. That gives him a little confidence, too. There were safeties behind him. I can hear the fans on the Strom Thurmond side saying, we're going to see him come right back to him again.
2nd down and 10. Daniel Carr spread the ball around. He hadn't just gone to exclusively, and this time he's going to go to the other side of the field. That one kind of split McCorkle and Morency again. Had one a little bit further down the field and a little further outside. Warrency goes to the sidelines. Third down and 10. Ball at the 37. Under pressure. Going to try to scramble out. He's not going to make it. Sacked. Daniel Carr goes down. Host of Strom Thurmond players in there on him. I think if he breaks containment, he gets the first down running. That's what his plan was, but it closed on him hard.
And I believe number 41, Will Cheatham, was in there to make that sack. He's been under pressure all night, as we've said, and there's an old expression that sometimes bear gets you, and that time it did.
Ball back to the 31-yard line. Loss of 6, 4th down 16. Punting unit on. McCorkle kicks it deep. Takes a little bit of a Strom Thurmond hop back up the field. Midland Valley downs it. And the Rebels will take over at the 33-yard line. Chandler Law Firm first down.
Good defensive series that time for Strom Thurmond.
Security Federal scoreboard. Update 7-7. Strom Thurmond. Midland Valley tied. 10 minutes, 3 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. In tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Man in motion's Ryan's got 2 guys in front of him blocking. One of them is Gilchrist. And he crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pick up of 3 yards.
We got a picture right there. You can see how heavily taped Gilchrist's left ankle is. I'm not sure he's 100%. He's in there now, and I'm glad to see that.
Certainly not putting a whole lot of workload on him as far as carrying the ball. 2nd down and 7. He's in the backfield now besides Stidham, and you can see there quite a size difference between the two. Gilchrist is a good-looking football player. Here he comes, and he breaks a tackle, and he's going to gain yardage and pick up 2 or 3 yards where he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Gets to the 41-yard line, 39-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
And then just 3rd.
3rd down and a long 3. Rolls to his left. He's going to pick up the first down. He actually falls back.
Yeah, he still got it. A second effort got it.
But he still gets the first down. Gets out to the 44-yard line, maybe the 45. That'll be a Chandler Law Firm first down.
And we've got a flag down. I'm not sure what that's for. Face mask is the call.
So a face mask going to add 15 yards against Midland Valley. That'll take it into Mustang territory all the way down to the 40. Or they're going to call it a 5-yard face mask. So it's going to bring it right to the 50-yard line. And it'll be on the Rebel side of the 50-yard line. So not quite into Mustang territory yet. They have to get the ball over the 50. Rolls to his right, looking to pass this time. Rolls to his left, rather. Now, there's a big block. He doesn't get far. Number 9 is Ben Padgett. He made a big stick to tackle. There was a big block before we got there. Hopefully we got that on the specs. Did you see that replay? He lost a yard on this.
Padgett's another one that's been all over the field tonight so far. Nice block.
Good
nice tackle.
Block. Took him off his feet. All right, 2nd down and 11. Handoff Gilchrist. Gilchrist battles hard, but just gets over the 50 into Mustang territory to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 2. Let's bring up 3rd down and 9.
Once again, for the most part, Midland Valley's doing a pretty nice job on Gilchrist. Hasn't broken free yet tonight.
Only rushing game for Strom Thurmond has been Stidham. Little different formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Gilchrist in the backfield on the left of Stidham. Stidham looks to the left. Hits a man, gets a little momentum, spins off a tackle, picks up good yardage. He's going to be short of a first down, however.
Nice effort by Tyrese Nick. He had a big game last week, and that was a nice catch.
Had a couple of touchdowns. Picked up 6. Brings up 4th down and 3 in the punting unit. Colfell leads him out. And that should take Leopard back as the return man. Cameron Brown also comes out. He'll be the short return. Now we have a whistle. A delay.
Delay game, Rebels. Moves them back 5 yards.
That's interesting. We don't see many delay of games in high school football, and that one seemed pretty quick.
Yeah, I agree with you. And a couple of the ones we've seen so far this season, it's just like that when they're in transition. They're bringing the punting team on, and they get a penalty. I don't think they're taking all day long to get out there, but evidently the ref does.
Well, we do have a shot clock, play clock on the field. Punt, that's what's going to be. Well, that was close to hitting the Midland Valley player who was standing there. That was Cameron Brown. Missed him.
By 99 Colfell down to the 15-yard
Close doesn't count. 16-yard line is where it rolls dead, and that's where Midland Valley will take over. Chandler Law Firm first down. And we have an official timeout on the field. I think this is a water break. We'll call it a Bragg Heating Company timeout. We'll take it with them. Your score 7-7 here in the first quarter. Midland Valley Strom Thurmond tied.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Strom Thurmond High School, our game of the week, the Gold's Gym game of the week. The Security Federal scoreboard shows us that it's all tied at 7. The first 3 weeks, it was like sitting in an oven doing these ball games. But tonight, we're in the new Strom Thurmond press box. They've got air conditioning.
I tell you what, they're very proud of this place, and they have a right to be. It is spectacular.
I'm proud of it, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote to come here every week. I could get used to this.
And then that scoreboard and the sound system here, like I said earlier, it's like a small college.
Well, it's if you ever get a chance and you want to come see some good high school football, make this trip up to Strom Thurmond here between Edgefield and Johnston. All right, right back in Midland Valley. Great catch on a crossing route going down the sidelines. That's number 81, Tracy Guttrell. And Tracy made a heck of a catch. Israel Talbot runs him down, but not before he crosses the 50. They're going to say he stopped. He stepped out of bounds at the 49. They'll bring it back, and it'll still be in Mustang territory.
Now watch this. This is a play that passing teams have been running for years and years, and it's very effective. You see the end from the right side going all the way across the field to the left, and the end from the left side going to the right, and complete. Nice play.
Chandler Law Firm first and 10 at the 49. Back to pass again. Looking to run. Finds a little hole. He's going to pick up a little bit of yardage. Nothing too big, but he gets to the 46-yard line, they're going to say. I pick up a 5 yards.
Not bad at all, and that was a nice run that time by Carr. No hesitation. Didn't take a chance on getting sacked again. And he did pick up a nice gain of 5.
Yeah, it looked like he was under pressure and he was going to get hit, and he picked a little gap and got through it very, very quick. Second down and 5. Now in Rebel territory. Score tied at 7. Going to his right, finds his man Cameron Brown with the catch. Inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line, run out of bounds. That'll be another Chandler Law Firm first down.
Love the way he delivered that football. Set up very nicely. Had some time this time and just rifled it. Nice catch by Brown. It is quite obvious to me why Coach Knight is so high on his quarterback. He does a really nice job.
Again, when we saw him play as a freshman and we saw him throw the ball, we said, holy cow, if they can get him to play within himself. He's got a cannon for an arm. He can run real well. And he's doing a great job throwing the football tonight. All right, 1st and 10. Straight drop back over the middle. Got a man. Got him turned around. He actually had 2 men out there. One was Guttrell.
Incomplete pass by the Mustangs.
The other one's McCorkle, I believe. And they were both in the same place at the same time as we watched the Specs. Did you see that replay?
Yeah, and I'm not sure that's supposed to happen.
It's usually a mistake when you have 2 receivers pretty much on the same route, same spot. There's about a yard or 2 between them.
Yeah, you'd like to have some separation, either vertical or horizontal, but you'd like to have something. So the quarterback has a choice and the defender has to make a choice. They didn't that time.
Midland Valley going to take a timeout. We'll take a Bragg Heating Company timeout with them. We'll be right back.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
Time for a Holly Tractor sideline report. Noah Fight has that for us. Noah.
Thank you very much, Ed. Down here on the sideline, a few scores for you. South Aiken continues to pull away from Glen Hills. They lead 21-0 after the first quarter. North Augusta has rallied. They lead Burke County 11-8 after the first quarter. And Aiken had an early lead, but Dreher has come back, and they now hold a 21-14 lead and the shootout we weren't expecting.
All right, Noah, thanks. Good news on South Aiken, leading 21-0. And we should be at South Aiken next week, and Strom Thurmond travels to South Aiken. So we look forward to our first trip to South Aiken this year. All right, under pressure, Carr can't get away. He's caught from behind.
Daniel Carr brought down by number 26.
36
actually did it. Jonte Nathaniel. And that was a good job by Jonte. I thought he was going to get away. I think Carr thought he was going to get away. That's a huge loss.
Well, the front 6 for Strom Thurmond are not the biggest kids you've ever seen, but they're all good athletes and they can all run. And the pressure continues.
And they use great technique. And they will break the block and get back there in the backfield in a hurry.
Let's hear some noise, Rebel.
3rd down and a long way. We'll call it 3rd down and 20. Drop back, pump fake, steps up, throws it down the field in the middle of the field. Incomplete. 4th down. And again, you had 2 receivers in the same spot. McCorkle fell down. Brown looked like he had the best effort at it, but they keep seeming to have 2 receivers in the same spot, Coach.
Well, I believe that was intended for Brown on a crossing pattern. And he was getting hit just as he threw it, and the ball actually came close to being to McCorkle, but I think that was because it was deflected.
So, Midland Valley, their drive is stopped short at the 46-yard line, 4th down, punting unit on. McCorkle is the punter, so after running the route and not making the catch, he'll get the punt. And he gets it away, coming up, feels it at the 15. Takes a step back, and he's tackled right at the 15. That was Ryan on the return.
And DeAndre's a courageous young man. He's done that a couple times tonight. He wants to run with that football.
He had a big week last week, too. He was one of our one of our choices for the MVP, the Center for Dentistry MVP last week. It was Tyree Stidham was the winner. And stay tuned at the end of tonight's game as we name the Center for Dentistry MVP. All right, Chandler Law Firm first down, 1st and 10, 15-yard line, rolls to his left, right. I'm going to get that left from my right. Done here soon.
And he was under great pressure that time himself, and Tyree got it away. And it's complete. Very short gain.
Gained 3 yards.
Yeah, it's not a sack. That's good.
So 2nd down, 7 yards.
Paget Sumner was the receiver on that last play.
And there he goes to his left. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He rolls out there, pump fakes, now throws, and that was maybe one he'd like to have back, or the coaches might like for him to take back. He kind of threw it at everybody's feet, though.
Well, Antoine Hillary probably aged a little bit there on that one. That could have gone the other way.
Brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and a long 7. Give Strom Thurmond credit. They're not sitting on it back here deep in their territory. Straight drop back this time. Throws it over the middle, and it's caught.
That's a nice play.
Catch, and that's Nick. Tyrese Nick makes the catch at the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up a Chandler Law Firm 1st down for the Rebels.
Good coverage that time. Nice pattern run by Nick. Ball was well delivered. That's a tough play, and they made it look easy.
Handoff, Gilchrist. Gilchrist still just doesn't have that step. He's missing like a step in terms of breaking these long plays that we saw him do last year. It makes you wonder if maybe he was a little gimpy in the Aiken game.
Yeah.
2nd down, 6. He did pick up 4 yards, and here he comes, and the whistle's blown.
Flag on the play.
Just watching him walk, he's got a little bit of a limp on him. I think it's affecting his cutting ability as well. That's going to be a procedure penalty, false start, 5-yard walk-off. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 11 as the ball's back inside the 30, back to the 28. Tries to fake the handoff. A little bit of a misexchange there. It looked like he was having a little bobble on the ball. He does pick up, does Stidham a couple of yards. He gets back to the 31-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
You know, one of the things we're not seeing is a big push by the offensive line for Strom Thurmond on the running plays.
And I think that's some of the size that Midland Valley imposes. That was close. Great catch. And that's Nick again. Tyrese Nick makes the catch from Stidham. And that gets him down into Midland Valley territory as they cross to the 46-yard line quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Now watch this. He's getting hit just as he throws the ball. Still delivers it very well. That's a nice play.
23 yards on that play. Here comes Gilchrist running hard. That's maybe the best looking run that we've seen from him. He got a little daylight, and he got leaning forward. He picks up 11, and it's another Chandler Law Firm 1st down.
That might be the best burst we've seen from him in both of the ball games that we've covered.
So Strom moving the ball now, right at the 35-yard lines. Here comes Gilchrist again, this time bottled up. He'll pick up a couple of yards, if not 3.
Chad Gilchrist again, gain of 2.
They spot him at the 32-yard line. Give him 2 yards, 2nd down 8. Quick out. It's Ryan finding some running room, running hard. He runs out of bounds. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's tough.
He is tough. I like him. He runs hard.
Number 8, DeAndre Ryan.
Makes it to the 24-yard line.
And when they have that formation there, that's just a little quick screen out there. Those wide receivers have to do a good job blocking, and they did that time.
So a first down, another channel off from first down. Strom had a hard time getting going, and now they've got it in groove. The score's tied. Here's a quick screen pass. Lit him a little bit. Oh, and he gets away, does Gilchrist. He runs hard. Couldn't get him on the ground. He was stopped for a loss. He'll at least pick up a yard or two.
And you know, that looked like they had him stopped, and I'm surprised. It seems like it took a long while for the whistle to not blow here. He's got him wrapped up. Play continues, and you can see how one of the defenders sort of relaxed. He figured he was down. Nice effort by Gilchrist.
As it is, he gained 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. So Strom has to call a timeout. There's only 38.7 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So with halftime looming, score tied at 7. So far, the shootout hasn't developed by any stretch of the imagination.
No, but I think that's just in terms of putting points on. I mean, they're trying, both teams.
Yeah, and it could turn into that in the second half.
Yeah.
There's no question that both of them are throwing the ball around the field. And if they get it going and start scoring some points, it could add up in a hurry.
Yeah, I think both of them came into this game with their game plan saying we're throw first, we'll run second.
Stick around at halftime as we'll be entertained by the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band, one of the best in the area, award-winning at that. You'll want to stay tuned to watch them.
There's a sign on the road coming in here that they were the state champions.
Now they work very, very hard, very proud of their marching band. All right, here's a pass down the field. They got a man, and he's got it. Sumner in the end zone, touchdown. Made up for that pass that he didn't catch earlier, and this one gets stretched out, makes the catch, and Strom, with 33.4 seconds left to go here until halftime, gets on the board and takes the lead 13-7, extra point to come.
And that is huge. He was wide open. Nice throw by Stidham. And there had to be some sort of a breakdown in the secondary from Midland Valley.
Kicks up, kicks good. Colfell adds the extra point, 14-7. And we're going to call out an 18-yard pass for the touchdown. Let's look at the specs. Well, that's the replay of the kick.
Here we go. More time this time, and he has the defender beat. Ball's well thrown.
What a
6
catch.
points.
And earlier in the game on a crossing route, he hit him right in the shoulder pads, and he dropped it, did Sumner. So he makes up and makes a beautiful catch on that one.
Makes up for it big time. Nice call by the coaches. Nice execution. And with only 38 seconds left, you can't ask for much more than that. Great play.
So Stidham, who's quiet in the first quarter, comes storming back here in the second quarter, puts 2 touchdowns up on the board, 1 rushing, 1 passing, and they lead 14-7 with 33.4 seconds left to go. They trailed 7-0 early on a 35-yard pass from Carter McCorkle. Stidham added a 7-yard run, make it 7-7. Now an 18-yard pass. Stidham to Sumner. Here's the CMI kickoff. Here comes Leopard. Leopard hit, stood up, and tackled right at the 20-yard line.
Number 9, Tanner Burr for the stop.
It's a characteristic of all the Strom Thurmonds I've ever seen. They are an aggressive bunch. They hit you in the secondary. They hit you on special teams. They fly around the field.
Tanner Bird came up and fought off his blocker and made a nice stand-up tackle right there at the 20-yard line. So let's see if Midland Valley tries to advance it, or
Rebels, let's get on our
looks
feet,
like they're going to get out there and run a play.
Can lightning strike twice?
They certainly have not used Drake Carr very much here in the first quarter. There's a fumble. Daniel Carr picked it up, and there's a flag. And I believe there was some movement in the offense. Official's going to talk it over. And it is an illegal procedure.
And they were very fortunate there. There was some miscommunication on that snap, too. They're lucky to have kept the football.
This time does hand it off to Drake Carr. Drake Carr hit hard, stood up and tackled straight back. And that was Chandler Talbert leading the way on that.
And Talbert got some help from Rashad Lott. They were both in there, and Carr took a shot.
And that's going to be our final play of the first half, and it's been a good one. Midland Valley jumped out to a 7-0 lead early, but Strom Thurmond has stormed back with 2 touchdowns and lead here at the halftime, 14-7 in the Gold's Gym Game of the Week.
And that last 38 seconds switched the momentum of this football game. Strom Thurmond's excited now, more so than they were to start the game.
We're expecting a great second half, but before we get there, we expect a even better halftime show. We'll take a break and we'll come back and be entertained by the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band. You're watching the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
We're at the half of the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Strom Thurmond leads Midland Valley 14-7 as we take a look at the Security Federal Bank scoreboard. And the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band is on the field getting ready to entertain us. And pretty good first half, Coach.
I'll tell you what, I think it's the best game we've had so far this year to watch. It's enjoyable. Both teams are coming out firing. They're playing to win. They're not taking anything for granted, and they are doing everything they can to put points on the board. I'm really enjoying it. I think they're both playing very hard. Love it.
Game got off to a fast start. Strom Thurmond, after Midland Valley took the opening kickoff, went 3 and out. Strom Thurmond came down the field. They stopped them on 4th down at the 25-yard line. Midland Valley turned around, went down the field on 2 plays, a 40-yard pass and then a 35-yard pass to McCorkle to make it 7-0. Midland Valley led early. Then in the second quarter, Strom Thurmond finally got things going. Stidham scored on a 7-yard run, making it 7-7. Then an 18-yard pass with 33 seconds left to go in the quarter. Stidham to Sumner, 7-14, 14-7. Strom Thurmond led here at the half. All right, let's go down to the field and take a listen to the Strom Thurmond marching band. School marching band, award-winning. You said they were state champions.
State champions is what I saw on the sign coming in. 2A state champions.
I know they spend a lot of time working on that. All right, we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll talk about some halftime activities and stats and scores from around the area when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Our scores: Strom Thurmond 14, Midland Valley 7. You're watching the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Sarah found me on the bathroom floor unconscious. I had a total blockage heart attack and an anoxic brain injury. Aiken Regional treated me with love and compassion and treated my family the same way. Thanks to them, we're living an awfully good life.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Halftime, Strom Thurmond leads Midland Valley 14-7 in an Aiken Regional Medical Center injury report. Looks like one of the band members may have pulled a hamstring down there and is getting a little attention. It's actually one of the flag girls, I guess.
Yeah, looks like a flag girl to me.
So I'm sure she'll be fine and up and running around. Maybe stepped in a hole, turned her ankle, something along those lines. All right. Joining us from the sidelines for the Holly Tractor halftime report, Noah Fight is down on the sidelines, going to give us some insight as to just how big are the players, Noah?
They are bigger than what I've seen the first couple of weeks. They're making it hard for me to try to keep accurate stats, but I'm up to the challenge. And I can report that the flag girl is up. She's being escorted to a cart to help her off the field, and I can say I don't think it's cramps. It's not quite as humid as it's been the first 3 weeks of the season. So
that's our Aiken Regional Medical Center injury report. Thank you for that, Noah. That's a little bonus there with the Holly Tractor sideline report.
Here to serve.
And I'm going to guess sprained ankle from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, she hobbled off like a sprained ankle, so we hope she gets better quick. Important cog in the flag corps of that band. All right, Noah, I know you've got some stats to share with us.
I do. Before I get to those, I'll give you some scores from around the region. South Aiken is just in total control against Glen Hills. They lead 35-6. Dreer at the half holds that 21-14 lead over Aiken. And Burke County has rallied. They lead North Augusta 14-11 at the half. But as far as our game goes, we were mentioning it a little bit in the break. The thing that pops out to me in what's been a really good competitive game is that Midland Valley has only run 3 plays that are designed running plays, and one of them was that last play of the half, which is essentially just to kill the clock. So 2 plays on the ground, along with a couple of scrambles by Daniel Carr. They have 6 carries for -5 yards, which most times would be bad news, but Daniel Carr's had such a solid first half throwing the ball. He's completed 12 of 23 passes for 181 yards. A lot of big plays, too, with that touchdown to McCorkle in the first quarter. And he's spread it around. He's fed the ball to, 6 different receivers, with his main target being Cameron Brown with 3 catches for 54 yards. On the other side, Strom's been a little bit more balanced. They have 21 carries as a team, with Chad Gilchrist looking like he's slowly working his way back. He picked up a little steam right there at the end of the half. He's got 7 carries for 26 yards. Meanwhile, the quarterback, Tyree Stidham, he has 7 carries for 37 yards. And the other tailback back there, Deion Chin, he has 3 carries for 47 yards. Passing the ball, Stidham hasn't flung it around quite as much as his counterpart, but he has been, he's gone back to throw a few times. He's 8 of 14 for 79 yards and that touchdown right before the half that we saw to Padgett Sumner.
Attention, Rebel fans.
Okay, Coach, I'd say the thing that stands out there is the 23-2 or 3, whichever way you look at that ratio.
Yeah, and especially I'm surprised because last week Dre Carr rushed for 195 yards, and he's only touched the ball twice now to run it tonight. Obviously, the game plan is to throw the ball and spread them out and throw the football, and they've done that with some success. But I would think they'd like a little bit more balance, okay, so that they can change things up just a little bit and keep Strom Thurmond off balance if they possibly can. And Strom Thurmond, a little bit more balanced attack on their part. But to be honest, both defenses are playing better than we thought they would coming into the game. And it wasn't until that last little spark that Strom Thurmond got right at the end of the second quarter that the momentum, I really think, changed in their favor.
And Noah, I have been very impressed with Daniel Carr and his quarterback ability. He's not just an athlete playing quarterback. He looks like a real quarterback.
Oh, absolutely. He's, they're playing to his strengths, and they're letting him throw on the run a whole lot. We saw on that first drive they had where he had that rollout to his right. He stopped, pivoted, and threw across his body and all the way across the field, just kind of a jump ball. But when you're throwing a jump ball by design to Cameron Brown, it can be a successful play like it was for, I think, a 37-yard gain. And he's been, aside from going a little cold there at the end of the half when maybe they were trying to force it to beat the clock, he's been done really well tonight.
Well, he's been remarkable escaping from the rush that Strom Thurmond has put on him, and he has gotten away with some things that I didn't think were possible.
The other thing from up here, and you're down there on the sidelines, it looks like they're really hitting hard.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we'd expect nothing less with these teams, and it's a credit to the offensive players on both teams that they're taking some big licks. I'm standing on one sideline and I can hear it pop, the pads popping out from the other, and they're kind of just going right at it. And this is the kind of football game. These are the type of teams that you really relish the chance to watch.
Where were you when they had the decleater on the block?
I wasn't too far from that one, and as powerful as that block was, the boom from the Strom Thurmond coaching staff coming up behind me was even louder.
Is that right?
That makes it exciting. That's what football's about. You got to have some hitting, or else you might as well play flag football.
I'll tell you what, the coaches do get excited, and they got to be pleased about some of the efforts they're seeing on both sides of the field tonight. And then, of course, this is high school football, but it doesn't matter whether it's high school, college, or pros. There are also some mistakes and things to work on, and they're seeing that also. But I really think both teams are giving a great effort out here tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think Midland Valley was hurt by a few more penalties that extended the one Strom Thurmond scoring drive, the first one. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean game. I think both quarterbacks got lucky with a couple of passes that got batted around, that hung up in the air and could have been picked off that weren't. But you play the percentages as much as they've flung it around. They've been good.
And there's been a good tempo to this game, even though they're throwing the ball a lot and there's some incomplete passes. I think the tempo of the game has really been pretty good, and both teams have benefited because of that.
Aside from the fact that they haven't run the ball, or Midland Valley is not tried, you think here in the second half we'll see them maybe try to establish the run a little bit more?
It might be to the point where establishing the run really it just might not be in their game plan, but I expect that they're going to have to use it as a weapon just to keep Strom Thurmond honest, and maybe they can use a little misdirection, or if they can sense that Strom is cheating to try to rush Daniel Carr, get a little momentum with that delay draw up the middle to Dre Carr.
No, I think you're right. I think they have to slow the rush of Strom Thurmond down a little bit, whether it's with a screen or a draw or a running play, designed running play, because they have been just coming like crazy. Their ears are pinned back, and they're just flying across that line of scrimmage so far all night. And to be honest, Midland Valley has done a nice job of that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Both teams have really been aggressive defensively.
Absolutely. Xavier Leapart, we talked about him in the pregame, and he's lived up to the hype. There's not too many guys that could fire through the backfield, get shaken off on the first attempt to bring down an elusive quarterback like Stidham, stick with it, and then still make the play. And he's done that. He's been all over the field, coming up to pressure, coming up to stuff the run, and flying back deep in coverage. And the Midland Valley defenders have followed his lead, and they've done a really good job, I think, with those the plays that are out to the perimeter, where they've allowed that short gain, but haven't allowed Strom Thurmond to turn the edge, so to speak, and break loose.
Yeah, and I think the other linebacker on the other side of Leapart, Ben Paget, has also had an outstanding football game so far tonight.
All right, both teams have gone to the sidelines. We're not far from the kickoff. Strom Thurmond will get the ball first. And how important do you guys think it is that Midland Valley come out and stop them?
I think it's crucial that they come out and stop them. And on the other hand, Strom Thurmond wants to establish a good run. Field position becomes important at the start of the third quarter. And I would expect that Midland Valley is going to go all after them here.
I agree entirely. I think that Midland Valley, they don't want to fall down by double digits, by 2 scores, and it goes from a design passing attack to almost a desperation passing attack at that point, and then that just sort of plays into Strom Thurmond's hands.
All right, Noah, have a great second half. We'll talk to you and get some updates on the Holly Sideline Report.
All right.
The CMI kickoff is down to the 10-yard line. Bringing it straight up the field. Great run back, and here goes Ryan. He's in the clear. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond. And I believe that was actually number 6, Israel Talbert, on the return. Ryan's been doing the returning, but Israel turned on the Jets.
And he went virtually untouched. I don't think anybody laid a hand on him the entire way. That is a phenomenal return, and that is certainly what Strom Thurmond wanted to see. And like I say, they continue with the momentum that they got at the end of the first half, and that is the exact opposite for Midland Valley. They did not want to see something like this.
Well, hold our horses here a little bit. The officials are running around and not sure what that meant. I think it's a sideline warning to the Strom Thurmond side. That won't affect the fact that it's a touchdown. It's just a warning. That was what the flag was thrown for, was Strom Thurmond got excited and came off the sidelines. So that's just a warning. It's not a penalty. And the kickoff and touchdown stands with the point after from Cole Fell coming up.
And I stand corrected. He was touched, but it was by somebody being blocked into him for just an instant. Terrific run. 90
yards on the return for the touchdown. Israel Talbert First time I think we've called his name. He's usually a big player on defense for Strom. He came in and played running back a couple weeks ago and did well. Kick is good. And our score, 21-7. Strom Thurmond up on Midland Valley as they strike quick. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
One of the things you never like to see as a coach is that the second half is only 14 seconds old and you've given up a touchdown.
Yeah, I would imagine from the coaches.
I can attest to that.
Well, it depends on which coach you are, of
That's
course.
Right.
But if you're the visitor and you're looking for a big stop, 14 seconds and a touchdown on the board, not very good. CMI Kickoff, your hometown doctors, helping teams play again. CMI, our kickoff sponsor, and here we go again. This time, Cole Fell kicks it down, and Xavier Liepart brings it straight up the middle to the 25-yard line, and Midland Valley finds themselves 2 scores down after leading 7-0 early in the first quarter.
And 41.
They've seen 21 unanswered points put on the board by Strom Thurmond and now trail 21-7.
And I'm going to state the obvious and say, well, they've got to get something on the board themselves. Okay, they've got to come back now. I don't think they have to necessarily score on this possession. That would be great, but they've got to move the football.
Chandler Law Firm first down, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 2 split left, 2 split right. Looks back to his right, throws high, almost picked off. He was looking for his big receiver, Cameron Brown. Number 7, Malik Nicholson, back on coverage, almost came up with the interception. Falls incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
And throwing into coverage a little bit here, once again on a crossing pattern. Had him open, just a little overthrown.
Looks like he's throwing a little bit now with his back foot. That's going to lead to a high pass. At least on that particular replay, the Specs replay. Specs, did you see that replay? Back pass, this one is picked off. And that's the big linebacker, number 9, Tanner Bird. Gets it, returns it to the 44-yard line. Strom Thurmond in business, big turnover. They take the kickoff back for a touchdown to open the second half. Now a turnover on an interception by Tanner Bird. And they are in Mustang territory in a 21-7 lead.
And on that replay, we could see outstanding coverage by the secondary of Strom Thurmond. 2 defenders once again around the football. One of them picks it off, of course, and they're in great shape again.
Bird is the outside linebacker, so he fell back in coverage and covered that middle very well on those middle passes. Now here's Stidham. Breaks a tackle, gets to the 40, falls over the top of the 40. We'll give him the 39. Pick up a 4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
And one of the reasons so many teams use a 3-3 or a 3-5, that kind of thing, they're looking for those linebackers to get really involved in pass defense, and we saw that on the last play.
Can also start to look for Gilchrist to get the ball. There's Ryan, and it looked like a little bit too much traffic in the backfield at the same time on that little crossing pattern in the backfield. Ryan and Gilchrist at the same spot.
Yeah,
maybe picked up a yard.
It didn't look clean, did it?
Yeah. Picked up a yard, 3rd down and 5. Back to their regular set of 3 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Gilchrist in the backfield to the left of Stidham. Stidham takes the ball. Ooh, that was tipped. didn't stay up in the air, or that might have been picked for 6.
Nice defensive play.
Brings up 4th down. Punting unit will come on. So Strom unable to do anything with the interception. As we watch the specs, did you see that replay? He was up in the air.
And that's Lee Park. He's quite a football player, isn't he?
Yeah. And speaking of which, he drops back to the 10-yard line. He is the punt returner for Midland Valley. Strom Thurmond waiting for one of their blockers to get out on the field. Now they've got 11. And there's a delay of the game. Even though there's 15 seconds left on the shot clock, the play clock, I don't understand that one.
I don't either.
The clock was at 15 seconds when he threw the flag. Some of the places we go to do not have play clocks. They do here. Apparently they don't really matter to the official, I guess.
They're not in sync, let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right. Rolls that one back there. And that's going to... No, he sort of reached for his flag, did the referee, but he's not going to pull it out.
I believe he touched...
Cole sort of spun away from that.
I think he must have touched the football, and then, of course, that's legit.
No, that'd be legit if he hit the football.
Yep.
He didn't put his hands up to show us a tip ball, but at any rate, the punt goes inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Chandler Law Firm, 1st down, Midland Valley. Has the ball back. No worse the wear. They lost about a minute on the clock in that exchange. 10:01 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Handoff, Dre Carr. So, we ask for more Dre Carr, we get more Dre Carr.
We get more Dre Carr. Not real successful on that particular play, however.
He gets positive yardage. Looks like he picked up maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9. Of course, throwing an interception will get you more running plays, usually as a reaction to that. Here comes Carr trying to get outside. Boy, Strom Thurmond has it covered, and the speed of Strom Thurmond showed on that. They were all over him like flies.
And the difference between Strom's defense in the first game that we saw them this year and this night is they're very aggressive. I think they're doing a lot more with their defensive front, but they have gotten great penetration. They tackle well. They're flying around the field. Much better defensive effort than we saw the first time.
Loss of 2 yards, 3rd down, 11. So they tried to get Dre Carr running and come up empty. Little play action. Throw it over the middle, and that was just about picked off and run the other way. Malik Nicholson came up, and here comes a flag, and I think we're going to get an interference call. Also have a Midland Valley player down on the field.
Well, I thought he made a nice break on this football. Nearly came up with it.
Interference is the call against Strom Thurmond. And, of course, the home crowd doesn't like that. One of the offensive linemen down on the field for Midland Valley. We're being told it was 51, John Cogburn.
That would be a big loss. That's their center, and it's really tough to replace them most of the time.
All right, they're going to send both to the sideline, so we've got a Aiken Regional Medical Center injury timeout. We'll be right back.
I'm glad to see that. Up and walking.
Gents Formal Wear is your source for the latest styles in prom tuxedos, wedding ensembles, and accessories. We are locally owned and carry a wide selection of suits and ties in store for you to try on. Our goal is to provide you with quality, selection, and the ultimate in customer service and fit. Don't order your tuxedo from a catalog. Come out to Gents Formal Wear, where we're big enough to serve, but small enough to care. Gents Formal Wear is located on Knox Avenue in the shops of North Augusta Plaza.
All right, Cogburn walked off the field on his own power, so he should be okay, I think. In the meantime, Midland Valley has replaced him. They've got a first down on the interference call. Quick out to Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown is going to pick up some positive yardage, but not much. Strom Thurmond again gets there quick.
Tanner Bird, name we've called a few times tonight, in on that tackle.
26, Chandler Talbert on the stop.
We're going to take another look at the specs. Did you see that replay? Here's the interference. There's number 7, Nicholson. Got him isolated. Yeah, it was kind of close.
Well,
from a coach's perspective,
I'll tell you what, if that's my defensive back, I'm very happy with that play. He made a nice break on the ball. He was going for the interception.
Daniel Carr trying to make something out of this after a mix-up in the backfield. He turned and the running back, Carr, went the other direction. Dre Carr. So Midland Valley, now we got a holding call, penalty on the play, holding against Midland Valley. We'll see if Strom wants to take the penalty or keep the down. Midland Valley seems to think they're going to take the penalty. I would guess they're going to take the down, decline the penalty, as it was an incomplete pass, and Midland Valley looks a little out of sync. No, they're going to take the penalty. They're going to be a 10-yard walk-off. That'll get it back to the 20-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and 20.
I agree with what you just said. They do look a little out of sync right now on offense. Of course, they've had some bad things happen to them in the last couple minutes.
And that will put you out of sync.
Yes, indeed.
All right, Daniel Carr leads him back to the line of scrimmage, calls the play. He's got 3 men split wide to the right, and we're running back in the backfield beside him, Dre Carr. Now, scrambling under pressure, gets away. Now going to throw it up for Cameron Brown, and Cameron Brown reaches up with one hand, can't bring it down. A little too tall, even for Cameron Brown. If he brings it back a little bit, Daniel may have been in business.
And that's another example. I just don't know how he's getting out of those things. He was surrounded and still makes something and then throws the ball well.
Comes out of that pack right there somehow and actually makes a nice pass.
And another guy in his face just as he's throwing it. And
just over the outstretched arms of
that could have been a game changer.
So third down and 20. And there's a draw. And Dre Carr going nowhere. May have lost yardage. Let's bring up fourth down.
Stop by number 36, John Tate Nathaniel.
Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down and 20. Punting unit comes on. McCorkle, the punter. So Midland Valley gives up an opening kickoff touchdown return to Strom Thurmond.
Look out.
Oh, what a catch. Then they give up an interception. They stop them, keep Strom Thurmond from advancing that, but they're nothing doing on that. They're 3 plays and out. Not to mention the 10-yard holding call. And now Strom Thurmond gets a fresh set of downs, and they're right back where they were. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Midland Valley very, very fortunate to get away with just that amount of damage. That ball could have easily been into the end zone.
And we don't know, but Cogburn went out, and he may be the snapper as well. Most of these teams use the same center and snapper, same people. So many of them run from shotgun. Now, pump fake going down the field. He's got Sumner out there. Sumner makes the man miss. Sprints toward the end zone. He's going to be out of bounds at the 5-yard line. What a play. Sumner scored a touchdown earlier on the same play. This time he's just short of the touchdown. So
nice protection that time. You can see that. Got plenty of time. Sumner's open. Nice little move right there. Tries it again, but just gets pushed out. But that's a nice play.
They mark him out at the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Strom leading 21-7. Looks to extend that. Keeping it. Stidham spins out of that, but he's going to go down for a loss right at the 10-yard line. 6:35 left to go in the third quarter.
Chad Morris, one of their captains tonight, inside linebacker, in on the tackle. And once again, pressure put on and an assist for the tackle for Ben Padgett, number 9.
4-yard loss, back to the 10-yard line. Second and goal from the 10. 2 split wide to the right, 3 to the left, empty backfield. Stidham looks to his left, looks to his right. He's left-handed. That's just throwing me completely off, isn't it? Pass is incomplete. 21-7 our score, and Strom looking to extend that lead.
I like the receiver Strom Thurmond has, and Therese Nicks. He's only a sophomore, and he's done a nice job. And of course, Sumner's made a couple of nice catches. He's only a junior, so that's good for the future.
Was Hammonds a left-handed passer too?
No.
Somebody we did from high school was a left-handed passer. Can't remember who it was. Looks to his right, throws the pass. Sumner comes up wanting interference,
and he's getting the call.
He got the call.
Flag on play.
Don't know that he had a chance of catching that. Certainly didn't have a chance with a defender on his back. Interference the call. That'll be a half the distance to the goal penalty and an automatic first down. So the ball will be spotted on the 5-yard line. Fresh set of downs. Chandler Law Firm first down as Strom Thurmond looks to get into the Tyler Tire end zone here with just under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
I'd like to see them run the football now down here at this place and see if they can punch it in there.
Midland Valley's got the middle stacked up. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in the box.
Well, if there's 9 there, then maybe they'll throw it.
They've got 2 split wide, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1-on-1 coverage. And now the man comes in motion, and they're going to hand it off to Ryan, just as Coach wanted him to do. He's going to look for the corner. He's going to make it in. Touchdown. DeAndre Ryan wasn't exactly what you were thinking about, but they ran the football.
No, and I'll tell you, at this point, and I'm speaking from a coach's perspective, they've done so many good things now. They've obviously thrown the ball well. They've got some plays to the outside that they can run. Their quarterback has been running successful, but I think at some time during the season they're going to have to be able to line it up and just pound it in there when they get down to the goal line. And I just thought that might be a good opportunity to do it, but Ryan is a good man to give it to also, and he took it around almost untouched. Another 6.
Well, the front did a good job of keeping him out of the backfield as the extra point tries up and good. Our score 28-7. Strom Thurmond over Midland Valley as they've broken it open here early in the third quarter. We'll take a break. Be right back.
2.5 years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated. At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. Midland Valley came out, went up early 7-0, but Strom Thurmond has put 28 unanswered points on the board. They lead 28-7, 5:45 left to go here in the third quarter. Cole Fell Out for the kickoff, the CMI. Kickoff hometown doctors helping teams in you. Play again. There's the kick. End over end. Back to the 4-yard line. And when things go bad, they go bad. Leopard able to pick it up and get back to the 20-yard line. And Coach,
Mustang return out to
the wheels seem to be a little wobbly on the car.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And everything is going Strom Thurmond's way right at the moment. Like I said, it started with 38 seconds left in the first half, and they've just kept going. And Midland Valley has not been able to answer.
All right, shotgun formation. 3 split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Carr waiting, looking, gets away, going to run now. Going to pick up good yardage. Out of bounds. And here comes a late flag as the referee trails the play. And I'm sure that the barking from the Midland Valley bench may have helped that a little bit. Personal foul against Strom Thurmond is the call. And it was a good ways out of bounds. We'll have to take a look at the specs replay and see how it goes. But they carried him out of bounds, and the referee judged that as a little late. And 15-yard walk-off. So Midland Valley gets a little break, give it a Chandler Law Firm first down.
Yeah. And at this point, they need a little help, and they got it right there.
Stay tuned at the end of tonight's game. The Center for Dentistry MVP. They're going to make some young man smile, as we'll name the most valuable player from tonight's game of the week. All right. Now, under pressure, throws away. This might be grounding. There was a receiver in the area, so I think he's going to get away with that. Now, that's a good job of getting rid of the football because he was all over him, and I did not catch who that was. Did you?
And they had no chance. I mean, he had no chance to get rid of that football towards anybody, really.
I believe that was Jeremy Carroll that came straight up the middle. Boy, he was all over him fast. Now he rolls away, moves the pocket, will wind up and throw it. He's got his man at the 30-yard line. Big catch that time from number 81, which is Tracy Cottrell. He's had a couple of good catches, big catches for him tonight.
Yeah, and they've been looking for him a couple times. Finally connected here in the second half. A little something going now.
It's a big pickup, 30 yards, 30-yard line. We thought it was a shootout at the beginning. It was only 14-7 at the half. I have a feeling that the shootout's getting ready to go. There's a pass to Cameron Brown. Brown's got it at the 15-yard line. They hold him up, whistles blow. And believe me, Midland Valley's got the horses to do a shootout if they can get their momentum going. It looks like the 15-yard penalties helped them.
It did help them, and then these two nice completions are helping. And Brown, he had a little mad on there after they wouldn't let him free once the whistle blew.
There's a man in the middle of the field.
All right.
Did he hold on to it? Touchdown, Midland Valley. And just like that, that's Cottrell making the catch. 28-14, and Midland Valley quickly down the field in a minute. They put a touchdown on the board with the extra point coming.
And it's pretty amazing how things can turn around so quickly. They hadn't done a thing this whole third quarter that was positive, either offensively, defensively, special team. Didn't make any difference. 3 straight pass plays, and they're back in the ball game.
After the 15-yard penalty, kick is up. Kick is good. And the score, 28-14 on the Security Federal scoreboard. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Thomas report.
Since 1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Midland Valley answers Strom Thurman's touchdown 28-14. And they are quickly back out on the field ready to kick. So we'll see this kick. It's down the field, going to be fielded over around the 20-yard line. And this is Talbert, who returned the kick for a touchdown. They're going to stop him short of the end zone, but not before he gets to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for Strom Thurmond. Let's go down for a Holly Tractor sideline report with Noah Fight.
Thank you, Ed. Some scores from around the area. Dreer in the 4th quarter, they lead Aiken 28-21. Burke County has pulled ahead in North Augusta 22-11, and South Aiken still dominating Glen Hills 35-6.
Thank you, Noah. Ball spotted at the 37. Chandler Law Firm first down. And Stidham. Now, what do you think? You would think they would try to do a little ball control here.
That's not what they've been doing. Okay,
No.
and I don't think they're going to do that at all.
Well, they go right to the big guy, Gilchrist. He runs right up the middle. He's going to pick up 5 yards. And I can remember the late Jim Carlin talking about when he was the coach at South Carolina. If you get 4 or 5 yards every down, you're going to get a first down. You're going to move the chains.
Move the chains.
It's not exciting, but it works. It's effective. And here comes Stidham. Keeps. And he's got a big gainer. He's going to pick up about 12 into Midland Valley territory, 48-yard line, and I have a feeling that Midland Valley's defense is a little bit gassed at this point.
And this is their ball control. It's their regular offense.
And Stidham takes his time, looks to the sidelines, gets the call. 3 split wide to the left now. Moves his running back over to the left. Keeps, gets outside. Hit, but won't go down. He's going to pick up 11 and pick up another Chandler Law Firm first down.
And that's been a very effective play for them all night. They put those 3 receivers out there, and the quarterback is just a quarterback sweep, quarterback keep, whatever you want to call it. And the defenders have to respect the receivers, and the quarterback's running free. Took a shot and made a nice run out of it after they hit. I'm really impressed by the way he runs the team.
Gilchrist switches sides, fakes the handoff, goes outside to Ryan. Ryan's got open space out here, makes a man miss inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. And Strom Thurmond has really come out firing on all cylinders here in the second half.
And they've got some weapons. They've got some people that are big-time players. They can make things exciting, and they make them happen.
Another Chandler Law Firm first down. Handoff to Gilchrist. Right up the middle he goes. And he's pulled down at the 21-yard line. Picked up a couple of yards. Second down and 8. Now Deion Chin checks in the game. He stands beside his quarterback. And now a whistle, looks like a flag came out. That's one of those offside penalties, phantom offsides, where Midland Valley lined up offsides. And the offense comes set and you're offsides.
Well, you know, that I can't stand that particular thing. When those players all turned around to look to the sideline, the defensive end moved on movement, and he gets called for offsides when they've reset. I think they should change that rule again.
Snap back, going for it all in the end zone, jump ball. And who came down with it? Nobody came down with it. Incomplete pass. Good defense that time over there by number 23, Adrian Bembry, keeping Nick out of the end zone. And a flag comes down. Holding against Strom Thurmond is the call. So that'll put them back behind that original line of scrimmage on this particular first down. It'll drop it back to second down and 12. Actually, even more than that. Dropped him all the way back to the 31. That's 3rd down and 17. Must have been holding in the backfield. And that's the first time we've seen, was that Sumner?
That was Sumner. We've seen him as a receiver, but that's the first time we've seen him run the football from his wingback position. Spreading it around a little on the ground also.
He picked up 5 yards, 3rd down, 12. Strom taking their time, run the clock a little bit with the 2-touchdown lead. Dodges.
Oh, that's a nice
trouble.
Defensive play.
Came back and got him. And you're right, that was number 40. Kyle DeHaze came back and wrapped him up.
And let's give credit to these defensive linemen. Good penetration this time, chased him out of the pocket. And number 35 is the man that caused that play to break down, Quentin Mathis.
That's a loss back to the 30-yard line, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 16. Of course, Strom will go for it here. Big play from Midland Valley. Get the ball back with that 2-touchdown deficit. Looking to his left, goes over the middle, makes the catch. Sumner's come up big as a possession receiver for Strom Thurmond.
And that is a fine reception. That's a big-time play. Ball was thrown just a little bit low, and Sumner does a nice job going down to get it. And one of the things we could see on that replay is the separation that they got. The one receiver took it to the inside, and that left Sumner open right down the seam.
Deion Chin takes it in for the final score, for a score. However, there is a flag, and from where that was thrown, that's usually a holding call. It is holding against Strom Thurmond. So that'll take that touchdown off the board, and the points off the board. So on 4th down and 16, Strom Thurmond pulls out a big play to Sumner to set it up as 1st and goal.
And I'm sure the most disappointed person in the stadium is Chin. He had a nice run, got in the end zone, scratch it.
10-yard walk-off brings it back to the 13-yard line. Is this over the middle? Wide open. Whoa. Touchdown. DeAndre Ryan gets him a score tonight. 12 yards on the pass. 34-14. And what will be the big play in all of that was that 4th down play.
And they ran him on a post pattern or just a little crossing pattern. Don't know if you could see, but the other receiver did a little bubble route, and that took the linebacker to follow him, opened it right up in the seam again. Well done.
And the point after good by number 99, Cole Fell.
Cole Fell puts the points on the board. That makes our score 14-35. We'll be back.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
35-14 our score, 37.8 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sustained drive by Strom Thurmond, a big deal there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, they look really sharp in the second half. Really, they're in sync. We talk about not being in sync. They are in sync with what they're doing. On that drive, they ran it, they threw it, they did whatever they wanted.
CMI kickoff is underway. Down the field, fielded at the 5-yard line. Brings it up the field does Leopard. This time is his best return as he crosses the 30 to the 32. I think they'll give him the 33-yard line, where it'll be up at Chandler Law Firm, first down.
Keitrus Coleman, a junior, number 25, made the tackle on Leapart, number 25. So we had a collision between the two 25s out there. Good return.
Hard to believe. Third quarter, they opened up some offense here. 14-7 was our score at the half. Right now, 35-14 with 30.5 seconds left to go until the fourth quarter. There's a quick out to Brown. Brown with the ball, makes a man miss, going to pick up the first down, runs out to midfield. That was some big-time moves that time by Cameron Brown.
Number 4, Kyle.
He's a player. There's no question. He is a player.
Ball spotted right at the 50-yard line. They move the chains again and start the clock. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Rolling to his left, stops, going to throw it down the field. He's got the arm just over the outstretched hands. Cottrell back down the field, and that's going to do it for our third quarter. Our score after 3 on the Security Federal scoreboard, 35-14. Strom Thurmond leads over Midland Valley in our Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. We'll be right back.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902.
Specs, did you see that replay as we went out? You'll see that almost a big catch. Unable to pull that in, Coach.
And how difficult was that throw? He's running to his left. He can't get set because there's 2 or 3 defenders right there on him, and he put the ball on the money to that receiver. Okay, pretty impressive.
And some scores of interest. Burke County 22, North Augusta 11. Beginning of the fourth quarter.
It's always interesting. They just announced the North Augusta Burke County score and got a big cheer from the fans. I guess they don't like North Augusta around here.
Maybe they want Strom Thurmond ranked number 1.
Well, they'll get their chance with North Augusta. We'll be here in a couple of weeks to see North Augusta take on Strom Thurmond, and there's a sack.
Sack on the quarterback, number 35, Rashad Lott.
Rashad Lott got back there and spun him down, lost his helmet, had to go to the sidelines.
I know one thing. Dan Carr is going to be exhausted after this football game. He has been running around like crazy. He's been taking some hits.
Loss was 7 yards. Third down, 17.
Terrific football player, but he's going to need an ice bath after this one.
Nope, waited too long on that. Slime held him for as long as they could. And number 41, Will Cheatham, gets back there and he gets a sack. It'll bring up 4th and forever. And I'd say that's your coverage sack. He had time. They can't hold him forever.
No, that's more time than he's had under a lot of circumstances tonight, but then Cheatham gets in there and gets a little help from one of the big guys, number 74, Chad Stevens.
So Midland Valley, after getting to the 50-yard line, loses 20 yards in sacks and punts. And Ryan feels the punt. And boy, he's fearless on this punt return.
He really is.
It's a short little game back out to the 47-yard line.
He's one of those kids and one of those punt returners. He doesn't want to take that fair catch. He wants to run the football.
And it's fun to have that on your team, to have a player who can do that kind of thing, as we have a timeout on the field for an injured player. But yeah, you sort of live by that, you die by that. Sooner or later, they field it at a time where you wish they might not have done that.
And I don't think people really understand how tough it is to catch that football.
Yeah,
that's hard.
He knew that guy was coming.
That's right.
You got to catch it, and then you got to move to keep him from killing you.
I was at a college football game this past weekend with some of my friends from up in the Maryland area, one of whom was an outstanding ACC punt returner and kick returner, Steve Suter, for the University of Maryland. And he was talking about he'd rather return punts than kickoffs. He said because in kickoffs, you're running full speed and they're coming full speed at you.
That's actually probably a pretty good way. The Aiken Regional injury man hurt on that play, walked off on his own power, Michael Bainham for Midland Valley. All right, Strom back in business. And you can bet they're going to run the football as best they can. And the late flag comes in. That was Cheatham. Cheatham's got fresh legs. He got good yardage, and I guess they're going to tack on some more here. Personal foul. It's against Strom Thurmond. They're actually going to walk it back in the other direction. Not sure what that was.
The fans over here on the Strom sideline agree with you. They don't know what it was either.
15 yards puts it all the way back to the 38-yard line. Strom Thurmond's in control. It's going to bring up first down, 18. $35-7. Clock moves down to 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Back to pass, moves around, heads to his right. Makes a couple men miss. He's an elusive fella, is Stidham. Stay tuned. After tonight's game, we'll name the Center for Dentistry MVP of tonight's game, and I would say Stidham's got a chance to win his third one.
Well, I think we got a lot of people that could get it this time.
Yeah, looking at the little score sheet here. And there's another flag. This is going to be offsides. And again, the offensive line does that little move, and here comes the defense.
Flag on the play, offside, Mustang.
The fans like that call.
Yeah. All right, 5-yard walk-off, third down and 8. Should make it a little bit easier. Straight drop back. Now running for his life. Throws it on the run. Nice catch, but he's way out of bounds. Jacob Cook went up in the air and made the catch, but he landed out of bounds. So the punting unit will come on. Midland Valley will try again to get something started here. Leopard back to receive. We'll take a look at Specs. Did you see that replay? See a little acrobatic catch here. All right, the punt's away. Caught. Leopard cuts back across the field, comes straight up the middle. Looked like he was going to find a seam and get through, but he's tied up and knocked down. He's going to be another one who's tired at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's been all over the field tonight too, Andy.
He's returned punts and kickoffs and played middle linebacker. Made all kinds of tackles. 32-yard line. Daniel Carr back out. See if he can get his team down the field. Put some more points on the board. That's caught by McCorkle. McCorkle has a touchdown to his credit tonight. He caught the first pass, 35-yard pass for a touchdown. That's a little bit of a touch pass. Again, the clock's going to continue to run, bring up 3rd and short as he picks up to the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And I think that's what makes him an interesting quarterback. He didn't just fire that and throw it as hard as he could. He put some touch on it over there on the sidelines.
Well, we've seen 2 good ones tonight. Both of these quarterbacks are very similar to the most effective quarterbacks at the high school level right now. They can both run and they can both throw the football. Used to be we'd get quarterbacks that could do one or the other, but not both. These young kids are able to do it all.
Aiken Regional injury timeout on the field, and that's Chandler Talbert getting some help off the field. I think he was trying to stay on the field, and the officials noticed he was kind of standing sideways. They walked him to the sideline. Another one of the good linebackers here for Strom Thurmond. Pump fakes, gets it over the middle. Nice play, nice catch. Cottrell has had a good night himself.
He has had a good night. Made some nice catches.
Number 7, Malik Nicholson on the
He has a
stop.
30-yard touchdown pass to his credit. That time, picks up enough for the first down into Rebel territory. Going quickly now. Now from behind, quickly threw it. What a pass, and Brown, I think he surprised Cameron Brown. Somehow out of the pile, he threw it right at Cameron, hit him with the ball. He's done that a couple times tonight, where he's gotten out of the pile in order to just give himself a chance, and he'll throw it in the vicinity of the receiver, and they've made some big plays out of that.
He's been pretty amazing to me.
That pass is high. Outside. It's 3rd down and 10.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Ed Gerardo along with Ken Brace. Noah Fight on the sidelines. Ed and Ken are in the booth with the air conditioner on. Not sure that we needed it, but we have it. Going to run this time. Daniel Carr showing some speed and some guts. As he was getting ready to be hit, he put a little move on the guy and ducked out of bounds, got the first down. Moves the chains, ball at the 33-yard line. Give Midland Valley credit. They're not giving up.
No, they're playing. And Carr, unlike a lot of quarterbacks we see at the college and pro level, he's not going to slide. He's going to try to get more. Pretty good effort.
Rolling back to his left. Stops. Now going to run down the field. He's going to pick up a few yards. Then get out of bounds. Stops the clock with 8:07 left to go in the ball game. Midland Valley needs 3 touchdowns. But you got to start with 1. Stranger things have happened, haven't they, Coach?
We have seen some strange things over the years, so, but I'll be very surprised if it gets out of control here. I think Strom Thurmond's got it handled.
Good snap. Steps up, throws down the field into traffic. It's picked off. And picked off this time by number 31, Tay Merriweather. Another one of the fine linebackers for Strom Thurmond.
And he's looking for Cameron Brown, I believe. And he's triple covered. Nice job by Merriweather.
And if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, gee, it seems like they have a lot of linebackers. They do. They have 5 linebackers on their defense.
That's exactly right.
Stidham with two backs. Chin on one side, Gilchrist on the other. Here comes Gilchrist. He breaks free.
Oh, my goodness.
Over. McCorkle came up, and he stuck it to him.
That's a first down by number 11, Chad Gilchrist.
And he brings it all the way up to the 30-yard line for a first down.
Now, do you remember the first game we saw him and he was running pretty much straight up? Yeah, somebody must have said something to him, because I'll tell you what, this is what's supposed to happen if you're a running back. When there's going to be a collision, you're allowed to hit the other guy too, and he delivers the blow here.
That's quite a blow.
That was amazing.
And no, this is Chin. Chin's out in the open territory across the 50 to the 40, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Strom Thurmond running it down the field, looking to run out this clock, run out the game, but not before they put a few more points on the board. .34-yard line. Chandler Law Firm first down. Looking for the Tyler Tire end zone is Strom Thurmond again. This time Midland Valley's ready, and Leopard comes through and tackles Gilchrist for no gain. But you're right, he lowered the boom.
He sure did.
Once he got into that secondary.
He sure did.
He's had a couple of good runs tonight. He still doesn't seem to be 100%, but watch out if he gets going at 100%. And here comes another flag. This official over here on the near side has gotten a workout. This time he's going to go against Strom Thurmond. He's an equal opportunity.
There you go.
Flag thrower. Five-yard walk-off, second down, 15. Gilchrist now moved up in the slot. He's going to lead block for Chin. Chin gets hit as he crosses the 25 to the 23-yard line. And that's going to bring up, that's going to give him another first down.
You know, he's run the football very well tonight for Strom Thurmond, and I feel worse now than I did earlier because his touchdown got taken away from him. But he's earned his keep tonight.
That's a 16-yard run. He's had some big runs tonight.
He's been very good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at their stats when the game's over.
Well, they're piling him up the second half.
Handoff, Gilchrist. Gilchrist getting some yards, getting some runs.
11,
probably not piling them up. He's been hit a few times too. Gained 3 on that, second down 7. Ball at the 20-yard line. Handoff, Gilchrist. Gilchrist outside with some room. Moving quickly over to make the tackle. Midland Valley kept him from getting all the way out. And again, I think that's his ankle, that his speed is not quite up to par as to what we've seen in the past of how fast he can be. Now you see him moving up, both backs up in front, and this usually ends up being a run by Stidham. He'll bring a man in motion, which is Ryan. He fakes the handoff and keeps. And he's going to take it the distance for the touchdown. So Strom Thurmond, 15 yards. Final run for Stidham there. And that makes it 41-14. And they're extra point away from matching last week's total.
Well executed, and you called it. You called the play exactly as they ran it. Motion, fake to the motion back, and quarterback keeps it. Well executed.
Goldfells kicks up and good. He's perfect on the night. He was perfect last week. He's perfect again tonight. 42-14 our score. And Coach, 4:50 left to go in the ball game, and Strom in complete control.
They really are. They're in complete control, and they've done a terrific job in this second half. Midland Valley, spunky, and they put up a touchdown the second half here, but really this has been all Strom Thrumond in the second half of this ball game.
Very similar to the North Augusta game. Midland Valley was in that one into the second half as well before North Augusta ran away with it. And if I remember correctly, it may have been 41-21 or something to that effect.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was 41-21, 22, something along those lines.
So we're at 42-14 here, and give Strom Thrumond credit. 28 points on the board here in the second half. They led 14-7 at the half, but they came out firing. A 90-yard Israel Talbert kickoff return got them started, and they hadn't looked back.
No, they have not. And I've been very impressed by the versatility of their offense in the second half here. The best kinds of offenses, as far as I'm concerned, are when you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. You can run the ball when you want to run it. You can throw it when you want to throw it. And it doesn't matter what the defense does. You're going to be able to be successful. And they've done that the second half.
They've run it. They've thrown it. They've balanced it. And we talked about Midland Valley being disproportionate in a 22-3 fashion, passes to runs in the first half. They've tried to get the running game going a little bit, but really didn't have much success with it. Now that's a good kick inside the 5. Leopard knocked down right at the 20-yard line.
He got it back. I thought they may have lost that one, but he got the football back.
So Midland Valley now just looking for respect. Be interesting to see what they do here. Trailing 42-14, 4 minutes 43 seconds left to go. I'm sure they'd like to just have a sustained drive, get down the field, maybe score a touchdown, keep Strom Thrumond from having the ball. In fact, we're going to have a new quarterback in for Midland Valley, the new quarterback DJ Boyd. And he hands off, and that's to the other car. We haven't seen Draquan Carr. Saw him a lot in the Jamboree. I think a lot of people got to play in the Jamboree from Midland Valley. But that's the first time calling the third car. There's Daniel Carr, Drake Carr, and now Draquan Carr. Draquan,
I believe, is right.
And I think he is Dre's little brother, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be Daniel Carr's cousin. They also pulled Cameron Brown out. And he's gone to the sideline. So they've pulled their starters, at least in terms of the backfield and wide receivers, and given some of the other players a chance to get out here on the field.
And I'm sure Strom Thrumond's doing the same thing. It's that time of the ball game. There's no longer any doubt.
A little delay there. And here comes the other car. He breaks out of the pack and makes a big run. He looked good in the Jamboree running the football, and he looks good right there as he got out close to midfield, or right at midfield. That was about a 30-yard gain. We've seen some big plays tonight.
Now the only thing, and I think I can be pretty sure about this, those guys that are the starters on defense are saying, let's not let them score, fellas. We don't want them to score again.
Here comes Carr again. He finds a hole and gets some positive yards. He gets 4 yards into Rebel territory, 46-yard line.
Tackle by number 93, Shane Brightheart.
Shane Brightheart on the tackle. And you're right, we're seeing some names and numbers for Strom Thrumond too that we haven't seen.
And that's the way it should be, I believe.
And Strom's going to recover that. Little high snap.
Rebel ball.
DJ couldn't handle that. So Strom Thurmond will take over on the fumble at the 45-yard line. 2:57 left to go in the ball game, and I think we'll see Strom sit on it and try to run the rest of the clock out. We saw him do that last week.
And I'm looking at the huddle on the sideline, and I believe I'm correct that the coaches are counting to make sure they got 11 people. It's always an exciting thing when you put in the second unit to make sure everybody's out there that's supposed to be.
Well, they check in number 12, Javarius Kinley. That's the first time we've called his name, but Stidham's still out there at quarterback.
Yes, he is. I'm surprised about that.
I'm sure he's just going to hand it off. And there is Kinley. It's across the 40 to the 39-yard line. And I would guess that we're going to see a steady diet of handoffs to Kinley. Still got Ryan and Sumner out there. Rashad Bryant, number 18, is in the game for Strom. And here comes Kinley again. He's got fresh legs, you can tell that. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. That's one thing, as Strom still has, Midland Valley still has their defense in there, like Xavier Leopard, the middle linebacker, is still playing middle linebacker. And you always love having some young guy with fresh legs out there running around in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 1.
And they are taking their time. They're milking the clock. They just want to get it over with.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up this first down, which I believe they picked the first down up. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go into the victory formation here.
I don't know if they can take a direct snap from the center. I haven't seen them do it all night.
And that's another Rebel first down.
Yeah, I saw them do it last week. That is what they're going to line up and do, is get up under center for the first time and victory formation as Stidham brings his wide receiver in. Get him on the same page. They're all on the same page now. And he'll take the snap, take a knee.
Yeah.
So Strom Thurmond comes out tonight. They fall behind early, 7-0, but they rally back in the first half to take a 14-7 lead into halftime, and then they turn on the Jets, return the opening kickoff 90 yards, then get a 5-yard run from DeAndre Ryan. Midland Valley did add a touchdown, a 30-yard pass card against Gantrell, but 12-yard pass, Stidham to Ryan, 15-yard run by Stidham, and our final score 42-14. Very impressive for Strom Thurmond.
A complete victory tonight, really, and there's some things that really stick out in my mind. Strom Thurmond, I had questions about them coming into this game, even though they are traditionally one of the top teams in the entire state, and they're currently ranked, I believe, number 2 in the 2A division for the state of South Carolina. But I still had some questions, and every one of them was answered tonight, except for one, and I'll get to that one at some point probably. But they played up. They played a team that was out of their division. They played a 3A team, and in the second half, they just completely dominated the game. They've got the whole package. They can do everything you want a football team to do. They're aggressive. And the other thing that stands out to me, they have fun playing this game. You could tell that tonight. They've got a bunch of kids that like being out there. They're enjoying themselves. Very, very impressive.
They'll play up again next week as they travel to South Aiken and take on a 4A football team. And South Aiken, who's winning tonight, winning big, I'm sure will feel a lot better and have a little more confidence. They also returned their offensive coordinator. Their offensive coordinator, Ted Kane, been suspended for 3 games for an incident in school. And they've been running without their offensive coordinator. Jeremy West told me that's the first time he's ever called plays in his life. So he'll have Kane back next week, and Strom will travel over there. Midland Valley will go home, and they will host Silver Bluff. We will be at South Aiken for Strom Thurmond. We'll see Strom Thurmond again.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll be naming our most valuable player, the Center for Dentistry MVP, when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on WRDW and My 12.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Pruitt Health is here to help. For more than 4 decades, Pruitt Health has partnered with healthcare professionals to deliver exceptional care to families across the Southeast. Since the beginning, our focus has always been on quality programs, quality services, and quality people. Looking forward to the future, we've developed an innovative model of care to provide comprehensive, streamlined solutions. Get well for life with Pruitt Health.
Unique Expressions in the Mitchell Shopping Center is a treasure chest of gifts for all occasions. The collegiate collection is second to none. South Carolina, Clemson, Georgia, ACC or SEC. Support your favorite school. From clothing to mailboxes to tailgating items, Unique Expressions has them all. Handbags by Spartina and the Vera Bradley collection, and a U.S. Post Office on site for your mailing convenience. Stop in today at Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Welcome back, Strom Thurmond. There's their athletics center. This is a beautiful, beautiful place that they have here at Strom Thurmond, in between Johnston and Edgefield, just a little north of Trenton, as they're in the triangle here, as they call their middle school that's right over here next door. JET, J-E-T, Johnston, Edgefield, Trenton.
I like that. I didn't know that. That's good.
Glad I could share that with you.
Yes, indeed.
There's the Security Federal Bank scoreboard. Strom Thurmond wins over Midland Valley 42-14 here in tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week. And James, roll tape.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tal Wilkins.
And I'm Dr. Brooke Ussery with the Center for Dentistry.
We, along with Aiken Center Television, would like to congratulate the most valuable player of the game.
Congratulations.
All right, we've lost Noah in the sea of people out there in the middle of the field, and Noah is our stats guy, and he's not going to be able to give us all the stats. And we've got several players we could give it to. Obviously, we've talked about the fact that Tyree Stidham won it twice. He's already been our player of the week twice. And I think if he was sitting up here with us, he would say, pick one of my receivers, because my receivers are doing right well, and if it wasn't for them. And we got a couple of them we're thinking of. DeAndre Ryan had a big game.
He certainly did. Love the way he plays, and he's exciting to watch in everything that he does out on the field.
But Paget Sumner, he had a big game. He made the big catch, 18-yard touchdown pass that put him up right before halftime with 33 seconds left to go in the half. He made a big diving catch in the end zone to make it 14-7. And then Paget made another big catch on 4th down and 16, sliding catch from Stidham. It was a little bit low, but he slid in there, made the catch, picked up the first down. The score was 14-28. Midland Valley had just scored a touchdown. They had the momentum. If they stop them there on 4th down, they've got a chance to get back in that ball game. But Paget came up with the big catch.
And he had another one on the sideline again, too. He had 3 big catches.
He had some very big plays. So we're going to give our Center for Dentistry MVP to Paget Sumner, number 10, for the Strom Thurmond Rebels.
And I think that's a good choice. He had that momentum changer at the end of the first half. That was crucial. And, of course, Talbert comes out, and he continues that momentum by taking the kickoff 90 yards. He could have been a legitimate choice also for the most valuable player of the game. And but I agree with you, and I like your thought. I'm sure Tyree, oftentimes you hear about the quarterback thanking their linemen for all the protection they give them, but we forget those receivers sometimes. So I think one of the receivers is a good choice tonight.
And we could have gotten into the running backs. Chin was big.
And the defense. We should find a defender. My goodness, they played great.
And we got the return of Chad Gilchrist, too. And he made a couple plays, and he did that stick out there in the middle of the field. So it was a good night all around for Strom Thurmond Midland Valley. Again, we'll move on to play Silver Bluff next week at home. We'll be traveling to South Aiken. South Aiken will play host to these Strom Thurmond Rebels over at the Stomping Grounds in South Aiken. But until then, for Noah Fight, lost in the crowd, for Ken Brace, and for our director, who is telling me to wrap it up, James Grigsby, I'm Ed Cherido. Thank you for joining us for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. We'll see you next week from South Aiken. Good night.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
People think the Y is a gym, but to me, it's so much more. When I needed help, the Y gave my kids a scholarship to a safe place where they could grow, learn, and have fun. And when I was struggling with all kinds of health issues, they gave me the guidance and motivation to get well. The Y helps families create a better future and become so much more. So give, join, or volunteer at the Y.
2.5 years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated. At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you are looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.